averaging almost 11 and a half runs per game. So you might say the average score here is 6-5 or 7-4 almost every night. And it's plenty big enough. I mean, they couldn't make it any bigger. 390 deep gap left center, 375 out by the bullpens. But FP, you make it any bigger, and fly balls will be falling in all night.
And they do fall in here, and that's one of the misconceptions of Coors Field. Everybody thinks the ball flies and there's lots of home runs, but you get a lot of broken bat singles there, especially the power hitters. The defense plays deep, and there's lots of room for base hits. That's why it's key to throw strikes. No free base runners, the key for success if you're pitching here at Coors Field.
So the Nats are hitting .247, 12th in the league, 6th in runs, 4th in home runs, and Ian Desmond's had some big career numbers here as well, over .430 with a bunch of extra base hits, 13 of them in fact, and he's driven in 14 runs. David Hale, 27 years of age, 6'2", 210.
And fastball 90 miles an hour, slider 81, changeup 79. He'll cut the fastball, actually cut the changeup. So for those of you who don't know, usually a changeup kind of fades away from a lefty. His actually cuts into a left-hander at times. He is reinstated from the DL, had a groin strain. This is his 9th start of the season. 5-5, 4.04 ERA in 16 major league starts. So the defense for the Rockies, behind David Hale, Parker, Barnes, Gonzalez, the outfield, Reyes, Arenado, left side, LeMahieu, Paulson, right side, and Nick Hundley doing the catching. That guy's pretty good. And he's as hot as any hitter in the big leagues.
Well, you remember the home run that he hit at Nationals Park. It just about put a dent in the back wall of the bullpen in right field. And the Rockies guys are telling us that lately when he's hitting them, they are going for extraordinary distance. He's just centering the ball and probably hitting as well as he has at any time in his career.
Yeah, 23 homers since June 1st. That's the most in the big leagues. 14 since the All-Star break. He's absolutely locked in, so look out for him.
Crew chief is Gary Cederstrom tonight. He's got the plate. Jim Wolf, Lance Barksdale, and Quinn Wilcott around the bases.
Look who's leading off.
Number 28, Worth. Jason Worth.
Nice.
9:41, actually 8:41 Washington time. First pitch, 2-hour time difference.
Well, I asked him if he was going to swing at the first pitch. He said, I'll see when I get there.
He never does. He is 1 for 3 career against David Hale.
It was something he said he was thinking about texting Matt Williams about or talking to him about. And he got the text yesterday. Matt said, hey, how do you feel about leading off tomorrow? And he said, I'm in. And if you remember in 2012, he was pretty good in the leadoff spot.
Hit over 300, right?
He did. 309, 388 on base percentage in 38 games. 25 runs in those 38 games. And the best part about it all, the Nats were 23-15 with Larry leadoff in the leadoff spot 2012.
2-1 pitch. Fastball up, couldn't get to it. Jason 9 for 61 since coming off the DL. Nats bats quiet first and last games in San Francisco. Plenty of noise in the middle of that series. And Worth, a high fly ball to right. Carlos Gonzalez over to his left. Cloudy skies, breezes blowing.
Low of 46 tonight. Bundle up.
I heard you say that. Are you kidding me?
I'm looking at fans and they're in tank tops and shorts. Nobody checked their weather app tonight. They're all going to freeze.
And it gets a little breezy up there in the rock pile out in center field. Danny Espinosa has hit safely in 7 of the last 10 games in which he has started. A couple of home runs in San Francisco, and they were very impressive. He tries to take a little swipe bunt, trying to knock that ball down the third base line. So there's the shiftage with Jose Reyes up the middle, DJ LeMahieu right at the edge of the right field grass. So Danny checks in at 246. 12 homers, 31 batted in. Facing Hale the first time. Goes with the fastball, misses away. Good looking slider. 82 diving down and in.
Yeah, usually the slider plays there at Coors Field. It's curveballs that just kind of hang up there. Nice pitch by Hale. Late break. And you talk about the dimensions of ball flying, but as a hitter here, the off speed is so, I guess, flat compared to how it is at sea level. The curveballs aren't crisp here. They just kind of hang up.
So he buries that one at 83 and the count's 2-2.
And I always used to think that was the best part about hitting here, is the off speed wasn't very good from whomever you faced. The hitter's backdrop's good. There's lots of room for singles. And the ball flies. Other than that, there's lots of reasons you like it here.
Espinosa late on a 93 fastball. Rockies 5.01 ERA. Worst in baseball. But they are high on a couple of their young pitchers. John Gray, they like him a lot. 3 starts at 2.40 ERA so far. And we've seen Chris Russin in the past. He's 4-5 with a 3.99. So they feel like they have some building blocks for the future. But the Rockies, that's always been the big issue up here, developing pitchers. They've tried the free agent thing and it just hasn't worked. That's close and it's inside. Talking about off speed, 2 great pitchers, Mike Hampton and Denny Nagel. Their off speed stuff, change-ups and all that just didn't play up here.
No. And there's a list of pitchers where it doesn't. That's why the power fastball, you see it just missing on the inside. Tough to hang a fastball.
3-2 to Espinosa with a big slugger on deck in Bryce Harper. And he is swinging a miss. 2 down.
Well, just went with a 3-2 fastball right here. It looks like it had some run to it. The last one cut. That one had some, I want to say sink, but run away from Espinosa. Sink, it goes down. Run, it just stays on the same plane and moves away.
Bryce Harper, 2 outs. Base is empty. Coming off a rough Sunday like everybody did against Madison Bumgarner. Bryce did have 4 hits, a homer, 2 walks, and 4 RBIs in the series at San Francisco. 1 for 2 against David Hale. And that ball right through Nick Hundley.
So I asked Bryce, are you going to take batting practice today here at Coors Field? He said, no, I didn't take it at Yankee Stadium. I'm not going to take it here. But you see that purple row of seats, that's 5,280 feet. It's a mile high. They used to have that in right field. They got restaurants there now, but Barry Bonds hit that in batting practice, and I told Bryce about it. He couldn't believe it. He caught up with Barry in San Francisco. They had a little chat. Barry telling him he loved the way he played.
Cool.
Yeah, it used to be like right here. Yeah, somewhere up there.
Well, when they first built Coors Field, they filled it every night. Rockies were drawing 50,000 a night, and really by modern standards, it's too big of a ballpark. So they took out several thousand seats up there in right field.
Pretty big hack here, 2-0. I'm kind of looking around like, how'd I miss that?
He did have a befuddled look. And then his cleat slipped out. He managed to check his swing. And while doing that, his feet just kind of slipped out of the batter's box.
Yeah, he's looking at his cleat right now. You see the skid, so it had nothing to do with his pants covering that back part of his shoe. It was the front of his cleat. Just kind of slipped out. He almost lost it. Hitters are used to batter's boxes being clay. And they'll put the dirt on top, but underneath is clay where you can really get your cleats in there. It's kind of gooey. Doesn't look like it is here.
And Harper on a pitch down and in, can't get to it. Three-two, 2 outs. And Bryce Harper with a great take, and that will be walk number 85 on the year.
Where are they pitching Bryce? I'm going to say down and in. If you look at pitch track, it's a dangerous place to pitch that young man. We'll see how that plays out throughout the course of the series.
Escobar back in that cleanup spot. And really in his first tailspin of the season. It probably won't last long. They seldom do with him. He was 2 for 16 in the Giants series, and he's 2 for his last 21 overall. A lot of room right side.
A lot of Nats fans here. Did you hear that, Carpet chant? Let's go Nats down there. A lot of red in the ballpark today. Plenty of seats available.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of red shirts, red hats, people around town wearing Nats stuff. It's a good place to come. Great city.
Rockies are 20 games under 500, 5-13 without Troy Tulowitzki. And the 0-1, Escobar swings through that.
The trap you can't fall into right now is trying to make everything turn around in one at bat. You know, little things, chip away, you know, all the cliches, one base at a time, one pitch at a time, play the game the right way. Look up at the end of one game and you won, and then do it again tomorrow. But there's a tendency as a player when you've lost 6 in a row and the whole world's talking about how you're having a bad season to turn things around in one at bat. That's not how it happens. It's a gradual thing. Play the game the right way, win a game, go from there.
Ian Desmond bumped up to the number 5 spot. Ryan Zimmerman hitting 6th. 91, but it had a lot of movement and ended up well inside.
It's number 23 coming.
Yeah, 50-50. Not a good way to start his night. But he does have 2 outs. Short lead by Bryce, and Escobar fouls one off to the right to keep things going. Right near the trademark, and right now pretty good at bat in terms of making the opposing pitcher really work. And David Hale has absorbed some first inning damage. This is his 9th start of the year, his 10th appearance overall. ERA 5.69. And so far, Gary Cederstrom, the 27-year veteran, bit of a tight strike zone.
Well, you saw Nick Hundley right there pound his glove on the ground, the inside part of the plate, then set up away. He was trying to make Yunel Escobar feel him on the inner half and then throw the fastball in the outer half.
Now 3-2. Paulson plays behind Harper. Bryce takes off, and Escobar jacks one to right center. Ball's got some carry to it, and it is into the bullpen. That's where the jet stream is in this ballpark, and Escobar's 9th puts the Nats on top by 2.
There goes the no-hitter and the shutout. And that has to lift that third base dugout, doesn't it? Great way to start this game. Jordan Zimmerman with a 2 spot before he takes the mound. And yeah, I told you there's Nats fans everywhere here at Coors Field.
RBIs number 37 and 38 for Escobar.
What an at-bat, huh?
His 124th hit of the year. Quite loud. Ian Desmond, a high towering fly ball out to left center for Brandon Barnes. Instead, it'll be the left fielder in front of him, Kyle Parker. Worst possible thing for a pitcher, a walk and a blast. Number 9 for Escobar, opposite field. It carries well to that part of Coors. A 2 for the Nats early.
Harper, he took the walk in front of Escobar, fouled off a bunch of pitching with 2 strikes, then crushes one to right center. There goes the no-hitter. There goes the shutout. Nats up 2-0, and that is where balls fly here at Coors Field. They pretty much fly everywhere, but right center especially. And a great at-bat by Escobar. Great way to start this one up for the Nats.
Yeah, that was really something. Don't forget the walk by Bryce Harper right before that. Here come the Rockies, second in the league to the Giants in batting average. San Fran at 270. Jose Reyes leads off. Carlos Gonzalez wearing out the Nats. 4 hits, 3 of them home runs, 6 RBIs in that weekend series at Nationals Park. Not quite 2 weeks ago. Jose Reyes takes a strike. He's hitting only .222 in 8 games with the Rockies, and he faces Jordan Zimmerman.
Last start, he threw the fastball 59% of the time at 94, slider 23%, curveball 18.
Chopper over the mound, Danny Espinosa. Quick hands, not quick enough. Jose Reyes at the age of 32 can still fly, and he beats it out. That gives him a 9-game hitting streak.
I think the Nats dugout going to take a look at this, but he looks safe from here. Let's all check it out again. Good play by Espinosa to make it this close.
Well, Danny did all he could, made a fine play.
The 25th start for Jordan Zimmerman.
DJ LeMahieu is next. Kind of an ideal guy to hit behind Jose Reyes. Reyes gets on, puts pressure on you. 133 hits, 4th most in the league, and a batting average of .319, 5th best. He's an all fields kind of hitter. 5 for 11 career against Zimmerman with 2 RBIs.
He has powers to right center though, and that's where all the doubles go off the bat of LeMahieu too. Likes to hit the ball the other way. Likes to hit behind the runner.
Ball in the air, right center. Harper and Taylor. Bryce is there, catches it about 370 feet away. Then he launches an on-the-fly throw to Ian Desmond.
I set the defense for the Nats behind the lovely waterfalls in center field here at Coors Field. I mean, that's just breathtaking, isn't it, Bob?
Everything but Bears.
And maybe there's some out there. We should send Dan out there to do a report.
Nice. Seen a few balls disappear into the evergreens in years past.
I mean, I couldn't even read the names. I was just overcome by the scenery and the beautiful whitewater rapids.
I know some guys on the Nats, you put some trout out there, they'd be there here at noon every day.
You're right.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And Jordan moves him off the plate with a fastball up and in.
3 more of those. Just like that.
Okay.
I mean, there's just certain guys that when they're white hot and they're the elite players of the league, you just avoid the whole series. You don't get macho with them. You don't get stubborn. When you talk about 14 home runs since the break and how hot he's been and the damage he did to the Nats the last time, just circle his name, even though there's a good hitter on deck, and say, this guy's not beating me.
And the ball gets away. Zimmerman to Zimmerman, connection not made. And down to second base, Jose Reyes, a free 90 feet.
Well, this isn't the worst thing in the world for one reason. Now you have first base open. So, that's what teams do when they're losing. They make little mistakes like this and give somebody free 90 feet. But now you can pitch Cargo a little bit more careful with first base open and a right-hander on deck.
Big swing, it's out of play off to the left side. Gonzalez 3 for 16 career against Jordan Zimmerman. Couple of bases on balls. 4th in the league with 27 home runs. Nolan Arenado in the ballpark tonight, and Todd Frazier. 1 home run behind Bryce Harper. We'll see Arenado in a moment. hits one a mile high. Tie ball game just like that. So no shutdown inning for Jordan Zimmerman. That's 28 for Gonzalez.
15th home run since the All-Star break, and he's just not missing fastballs. Really not missing anything.
Jordan gives up his 13th homer of the year. There's a slider for a strike to Nolan Arenado. This guy's hit 29. He's driven in 86. It's the third most RBIs in baseball. That ball ripped beyond the reach of Escobar into the left field corner. And that's Arenado's 61st extra base hit. He's at second with one out.
It looked like a fastball in, turned on it. No chance for Yunel Escobar. That ball was hit too hard. So a single, a homer, and a double, and a long, loud out here in the first inning.
Ben Paulson, the first baseman, hitting 289. Late swing and look out. Right over the Nats dugout. '27-year-old left-handed hitter Ben Paulson. Like Jordan Zimmerman, a Wisconsin guy. Born in Plymouth, Wisconsin. Played high school baseball in Georgia. Went to Clemson. Well, it was a great first 10 minutes. And now Reyes, Gonzalez, and Arenado have taken care of that. We're at Coors Field, BCFP DK, first game of a 3-game series, 8th game of the 10-game road trip. And just like that, the Rockies have blasted back into a tie. Out of play, left side. Paulson 2 for 5 career against Zimmerman. Jordan making his 10th career start against the Rockies. 5-0, the 2.10. So you see, on the average, about half the time Jordan gives up a first inning run. In this case, it's 2.
Showed that graphic with 11.26 runs per game here at Coors Field. And here we go.
Yeah, 4 already with 4 outs. Arenado up the middle. Ian Desmond to his left. Throws him out from behind the bag. Paulson out. Arenado to third. And 2 outs with Nick Hundley coming in. Here's Hundley. I always look at guys' numbers when they either just came from a couple of years at Coors Field or coming to Coors Field. This is a .238 career hitter, batting .303.
Yeah, third among all major league catchers with that average.
Yeah, give him credit. He's putting the bat on the ball and getting results up here. 9 home runs and 40 RBIs. He hit 13 homers with the Padres 2 years ago. And Zimmerman goes inside with the fastball.
Yeah, sometimes guys just have good years. It has nothing to do with Coors Field. It can give you more confidence as a hitter, but
did he go? Did not, according to Jim Wolf.
I'll see it from the side. Looked like he went pretty far. The bat traveled, but he pulled it back.
In there with the slider, and the count's 2-2. On a pitch up, Ian Desmond drops it, and that's going to cost the Nats a run. A catcher running on a ball fairly hard hit, and it's 3-2 Colorado.
I mean, you're seeing, in a nutshell, a 6-game losing streak in the first inning. You throw a pickoff, throw away, extra 90 feet. Routine ground ball to short. You don't make the play, a run scores. You challenge a guy that's white hot at the plate, he hits a 2 home run. So that's the way it goes when you're losing. I mean, and that's why they're losing.
Quite a turn of events after the Nats had a 2-run lead before they put on the gloves. Zimmerman misses low and away to Kyle Parker, the left fielder. Error number 23 for Ian Desmond. 68 for the Nats, who as a team had really cut down their errors over the last few weeks. They were actually tied for 8th in the league in fewest errors taking the field tonight. One pitch to Parker, who's had 8 big league hits and 38 at bats. A homer, 3 RBIs. He did get an 18-game cup of coffee with the Rockies last year and had 5 hits. Big slugger in their organization, 82 career minor league home runs. Runner on the move. High fly ball. Right side. Blowing and well out of play.
Well, I'll tell you what, as a hitter in a 2-1 count, you really don't want to take strike 2. But if you saw the jump that Nick Hundley got right there, it was a walking lead. He had second base stolen by a mile. I mean, watch the timing here, watch the lead. He just kind of rolls right into it. But like I said, as a hitter, it's tough to take a 2-1 pitch for a base runner.
Jordan Zimmerman had a little English, about a half of a stride toward the dugout going there. Now Hundley, who has attempted 11 steals this year, will be on the move. Swing and a miss. Unearned run on the double and the error. 3-2 Rockies. Here comes Ryan Zimmerman.
the ball here at Coors Field over the course of his career. 31 games here, 8 home runs, and 35 RBI in those 31 games. And not surprisingly, Zimmerman told me earlier today, he loves playing here. He notices a difference in how the ball travels for sure in the thin air. But he said it's not just the big flies that he notices. FP mentioned this earlier, but Zim said that because of the big outfield here and how deep outfielders play, a lot of bloop singles drop here. He notices a lot of balls that fall in that might be caught elsewhere. He likes playing here because of the big flies, and he likes playing here because of the bloops here, too.
What hitter wouldn't? Thank you, Dan. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons. Dan with our Coons.com sideline report. I think ground balls carry well here because you know this is a fast infield, too.
I guess ground balls could carry.
I think they do.
I hate hitting at Coors Field, said no hitter ever.
Zimmerman reaches out and taps one out to deep left center, and look at that baby fly. That's going to hit 400 feet from home plate when it comes up against the wall, and Ryan Zimmerman has his 12th extra base hit of his 18 hits since he came back.
Yeah, I bet a lot of money that this game isn't going to end 3-2. What do you think? I'm just saying, there's a chance, just a small chance, that this is going to be one of those slug 'em fests. And right on cue, Mass and Dan with a great report. Ryan Zimmerman loving to hit in Coors Field. The leadoff double here in the second, trying to answer the 3 spot that the Rockies scored in the bottom of the first.
The only problem was he didn't get to add to his RBI total here, and overall against the Rockies of 58 in 65 games now. So it's Michael A. Taylor. He's in the 7th spot tonight, not the number 8 spot. Ramos behind him. And then, of course, Jordan Zimmerman. And Taylor hits one to right. Cargo over toward the corner. He'll haul in the fair ball. Ryan Zimmerman tags and easily goes to third base with 1 out. Productive out for Michael A. Taylor.
Yeah, good at bat, doing the little things to advance runners. Even this ballpark, you have to do it. So Michael Taylor, after the leadoff double by Ryan Zimmerman, a deep fly ball to right gets him to third. Look at some high fives back in the dugout. Good at bat. I'll tell you what Ryan didn't tell Dan is that when you run the bases here at Coors Field, you're sucking gas by the time you get to third. You're not used to the altitude. You're not used to the elevation. Even running out to your position can get you by the third day.
Ramos takes one right in there at 90. Wilson, first career at bat against David Hale. Batting average down to 236. But he does have 49 runs batted in. Ben Paulson, the one shallow infielder. Now some of the others come trotting in on the pitch. Ramos right to the third baseman, Arenado. 2 outs. Jordan Zimmerman will have to tie the game himself or keep the inning going.
Well, that's something you rarely see Wilson Ramos do with the runner on third, less than 2 outs, ground to third base. He's usually good at staying inside the baseball, hitting it the other way.
Jordan, 5 hits on the year, 3 RBIs. He's up there hacking, and Arenado's got that one too. So the Nats get a runner at third with 1 out, and in a moment, the inning is over. 3-2 Rockies, still very early.
Denver Lodo, as they call it down here by the park. And how about some Geico highlights back to the first inning? A couple taters to start this one up. First, Yunel Escobar after a Bryce Harper walk. Tried to take out a Rockies reliever. I think that hit the bench. Did you hear that? And then this guy. What new? Cargo with his 15th home run since the All-Star break. That's the most in the major leagues.
So to the bottom of the second, Rockies will have 8, 9, and 1. Brandon Barnes, David Hale, the pitcher, and Jose Reyes. Zimmerman, 24 pitches, 17 strikes, first inning. Barnes at 258, 1 for 4 career against Jordan. And the fastball just a little bit outside.
Yeah, I think it's important for any pitcher that comes into this ballpark for a start to not have the I have to be perfect mentality and just kind of realize that you're going to give up some runs because of this place, because you're facing a pretty good lineup, and hoping that your offense can do more than their offense. I mean, you give up 3 in the start here at Coors Field, it's a good start. So for Jordan Zimmerman right now, yeah, rough first inning, but keep it right here. Got a really good chance to win this ball game.
3 heaters. 2 balls, 1 strike, or rather 3 and 1 now. And the pitcher on deck. In the air, right center, Michael A. Taylor.
All right, this is a nice cap. I think you should come out to Nats Park on Friday, August 21st, 7:05 start against the Brewers. First 15,000 fans in attendance, ages 21 and up. You'll receive a Nationals cap presented by Miller's Light. Visit nationals.com to purchase your tickets right now. Good looking cap, trust me. A little bit like that, only it's gray. Sharp. Free.
Somebody planned for the weather tonight.
I like free stuff.
David Hale this year, 2 for 15. And Jordan Zimmerman can wait for the comeback. So taking care of business, and really he's retired the last 5 batters. The error got in the way, but he hasn't given up a hit since the Arenado double, top of the order with Reyes now.
I think someday soon we'll see guys dancing to their walk-up music when they get in the box.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Probably in the next 5 or 6 years. Just kind of like grooving as they walk in. Just kind of really digging themselves and their jam. I'm serious, it's going to happen. Watch.
Tweeting on their way to the batter's box?
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, if technology is going where everybody says it is, all you have to do is think it, and it'll be on the internet.
It's going to be on their backs.
I mean, we're all going to have chips implanted in us, right?
Right. Yeah, he's tweeting right now.
He's checking other scores.
I like his glasses. Those are sharp.
Yeah, he's looking to see what the Mets are doing. They were ahead 2-0 at last report. At Baltimore, it's 3-0 now. 6th inning. Reyes jacks one heading for the scoreboard. And over the board. And out of here. 5th home run of the year for Jose Reyes. Counting his time in Toronto. And that's his 116th career.
Yeah, just a low tracer out of here, just over the out-of-town scoreboard. Belt tie fastball right down the middle, and that's almost the same spot that Cargo hit his home run. Fastball belt tie down the middle.
And LeMahieu goes up hacking.
It's weird. I was looking at Reyes' stats today before the game, and I circled 0 in home runs. And I know he's got pop, and he's played a number of games here at Coors Field. Found that kind of shot.
His first homer as a Rocky, his 5th of the year. It was his 10th career hit against Jordan Zimmerman. 31 at bats. LeMahieu 5 out of 12. Hit a fly ball to Bryce Harper his first time.
Trying to slow it down a little bit, going quick. When he gets in trouble with fastball commands, because he's usually not staying back over the rubber and jumping out there, and the arms trail him, it's elevated.
Made a good pitch away. Hits it that way, does LeMahieu, and Danny Espinosa throws him out. Now it's 4-2 Rockies. Back to the top of the order for Jason Worth. 3rd inning, straight ahead.
Upcoming broadcast that's brought to you by T-Mobile.
Well, he's always been a guy who's enjoying being between the lines, Jose Reyes. Left a contending ball club for a last place team at the deadline, with Troy Tulowitzki going to Toronto. Jason Worth had an extended at bat before flying out to right field his first time. Another fly ball to right field for Carlos Gonzalez.
Well, this is where you find out what you're made of. I think we're going to find out a lot about this ball club tonight. You've lost 6 in a row. You're thinking this is where you start to make a push. You're playing a bunch of clubs below 500. You're playing a last place team here tonight. A guy who has an ERA in the 6s in his last 6 start for the Rockies. And it's not going your way after losing 6 straight. So what do you got? What are you made of? And this is where you're going to find out. Right here, right now, tonight. And you don't want to make too much of one game, but based on what's transpired on this road trip, where you're at in the standings and who you're playing coming up, including tonight, what are you made of?
7 innings to answer that. Inside to Danny Espinosa. Struck out swinging first time. Folks are starting to bundle up. Temperature dropping here in downtown Denver.
I think it's going to snow. I didn't say it on the air the other day, but in Northern California, when it's that hot, I was telling the crew in the talkback that's earthquake weather. And I woke up the next morning, there was an earthquake in San Francisco.
Yeah, I heard it was in the high 3s.
It was 4.0.
A little east of San Fran.
Real quick jolt. Scared the daylights out of me, and then it was an earthquake right away. Seems to happen when it's warm.
Espinosa. They're going to have to cut this one off to keep him from second base. He's going. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and Danny goes in standing up. Great opposite field swing, his 18th double. And overall, Danny Espinosa Now has 31 extra base hits.
A good swing. You see that ball tailing away, almost off the plate. Just stayed on it nice. And, you know, outfielders playing deep here, respecting the 12 home run pop. Ball gets in the gap, and the speed of Espinosa allows it to get him second with a 1-out double.
It's a great swing in any ballpark. And here's Bryce Harper, first base open. They have a 2-run lead. Bryce took a walk on a borderline pitch, first time up.
The one thing you don't want to do here as a hitter is swing too hard. If you barrel up a ball and you got any kind of pop, it's going to go. So you have to fight that mentality of I'm going to hit it 520 feet because 380 will get the job done. Just smooth them out of here. Almost the whole thing, swing easy when it's breezy. Same principle here at Coors Field. Just nice and easy on the barrel. Let the rest take care of itself.
Fastball is upstairs, 2-0.
No protection in the on-deck circle. Escobar went deep his first time up. They might have to pitch to him here.
Yeah, this is one ballpark where putting the tying run on first base is so dangerous. Might do it anyway. 3-0. And?
Well, I mean, yeah, green light, sure, for Bryce Harper, but you need base runners. Walks will kill you here. Walks will kill you anywhere. They'll really kill you at Coors Field.
That's already scored on one. And Bryce will take his 4 pitches to go to first base. For a while there, it looked like he might make it to 100 walks before 100 strikeouts. That's 86 free passes.
Catch the Nats Tuesday, August 25th, 7:05 start. Open a 3-game set against the Pods. First 25,000 fans, you receive an Anthony Rendon Garden Gnome. Check out hashtag Red Gnome on Nationals Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat page. Or visit Nationals.com to purchase your tickets today. Day off for Anthony. Couple days off.
Here's Escobar. You got time, and I think pitchers should do that. Go ahead and finish and just throw the ball home. Don't hurt yourself trying to stop everything.
Or aim at the umpire. Kidding. You're supposed to laugh at that. You're supposed to give me the token TV laugh.
Is that the token?
Yeah. There you go. Thanks. That's so that everybody at home knows you're not serious. Token TV laugh. Come on.
A little bit inside. Good take. Well, 1 homer for the Nats already tonight. $250 every time they do it. Donated to the Children's National Health System. Thanks to our Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers. Nats have hit 118 this year, for 4th most in the league. And he's trying to move Escobar off the plate.
Well, the reason he's doing that is because he hit a home run to right center field. So what do you do next time up? He's trying to pound him in. Although that was the game plan, looks like first time up. He just left that 8th pitch out over the plate. He got inside of it and rode it out of here. I mean, I try to pitch Yudel Escobar in all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. I mean, because when he gets extended going the other way, even for singles, that's his strength.
Escobar right up the middle with a base hit. Espinosa speeds around third. Harper to third. And the Nats are right back in it. And Escobar standing halfway between first and second because there's nobody around him. And he has a 3 RBI game here. Nats down by just 1.
He has a 3 RBI, 3-inning game here. So second at bat for Yudel Escobar, right back up the middle. Nice piece of hitting. Espinosa speeding around third, but a great read by Bryce Harper on the speed of the baseball up the middle, going first to third right in front of Brandon Barnes. Barnes has a decent arm, but the ball kind of slowed down the outfield grass. Harper doesn't hesitate a bit, and he gets to third with 1 out, so good base run.
Yeah, now the tying runs at third with 1 out. Ian Desmond saw 1 pitch first time. Hit a high fly ball to left center. Lays off that high heater. Ian sitting on 41 RBIs. Came into this one batting .301 his last 26 games. Maybe this is where the Nats get Jordan Zimmerman back even or ahead. Then he takes control for a while. Desmond pops it up, and it will be over. Colorado dugout.
Oh.
Well, not for long. Bring the picker if you're going to sit in the first row.
Clank, and he got booed.
And the dugout's going to give him the ball.
And now he's going to get booed even more.
What a gesture by the Rockies.
I say
that was Eric Young, by the way, who threw him the ball.
I'd say you booed it, hang with him. That was your chance. Ooh, that's down.
Nissan on the 1-1 pitch. Ton of room right side. Ian Desmond has to battle here. 1-1-2. And he pulls it. It'll stay foul.
Well, he just missed that ball he hit in the first inning straight up to left field, but he barreled it up. Now he has the second opportunity of the night with a runner on third, less than 2 outs.
I think that 4.0 you felt was an aftershock from the ball he hit.
Well, I had the worst joke ever.
Nights before.
Worst joke ever with Matt before the game. I said, "Was that your cue to shake up the runner?" He just rolled his eyes. Like, get out of here, punk.
Again. 1-2 with 1 out. Desmond goes after the low pitch. Here comes the runner, Bryce Harper, and a slip by Hundley. The game is tied. Everybody's safe.
I'll tell you what, this is great base running all the way around by Bryce Harper, going first to third on the ground ball up the middle, and then watching Nick Hundley vacate right there and just walking home. I mean, this is not a read that a lot of runners will execute, but as soon as Hundley leaves, look at Harper. Nobody's at home. And that's up to David Hale to cover home right there and run right past Hundley. For you young pitchers at home, when you see a catcher do that, you just go zooming right past him. You cover home and keep the runner at third. Hale standing around, and guess what? If you're standing around, you're doing something wrong. Great read by Harper. Put the ball in play by Ian Desmond with 2 strikes, tying this game up.
Yeah, walk Bryce Harper these days. You're putting a great base runner on first base. So he went first to third on the Escobar single. Home on that one. Ian Desmond gets his 42nd RBI.
And give Desmond credit for putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. A guy that struck out a lot this year on a pretty good pitch. And look at Hale standing there. He's got to cover home or get the ball, one or the other, but standing there is not going to get it done.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman. Doubled to left center first time in. Time up and never got beyond third base. Quite a line score for the top of the third. 4-5-2 Nats. 4-4-0 Rockies. Timing couldn't be better either because Cargo Arenado, first 2 guys up at the bottom of this inning. Now the Nats looking for the lead. That's to the inside edge. So Zimmerman, since coming back now, hitting about 260, 18 for 68, and 12 of those extra bases.
Is that where Desmond's ball hit? Is he replacing the divot?
Maybe.
All right, thanks, Gary.
Actually at 265 now. Since coming back, by far the most productive of the returning injured players. Jason Worth couldn't swing a bat a whole lot while he was hurt, if at all. And a 1-1. Boy, that ball didn't miss the bag by much. It's a cue shot, spinning its way down the line.
American Standard, who's hot, who's not against the Rockies. Pretty good numbers for Ryan Zimmerman, whether it's in D.C. or at Coors Field or all together.
Yeah, and that's updated with tonight's numbers. Cool as a mountain stream he is. Celebrate the season with the American Standard All-Star Sales Event. Visit MidAtlanticComfort.com for amazing rebate and financing opportunities. That's inside, 2-2. Orioles have picked up a run. Mets 3, O's 1, 6th inning. Nats are 4.5 back of New York. And they're trying to break a losing streak. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt. 2 outs. Second strikeout for David Hale. It's up to Michael A. Taylor, who this year is still hitting pretty well with runners in scoring position. Couldn't do anything with Zimmerman at second last time up, but he's still in the 360 range. Escobar has an RBI single. He's at second. So does Ian Desmond right behind him. Slider outer half.
Pretty good at bat his first time up. Lead off double by Zimmerman. Deep fly ball to right. Moved him to third.
That's the one thing that runners in scoring position stat doesn't show, that you advanced a runner who was in scoring position while making an out. And then the heater, 91 by him. Close. Just a little bit up.
Oh, he tried that run back fastball, started off the plate.
And Taylor on a pitch up and in. Couldn't get to it. Nats pick up a couple. Escobar and Desmond drive him in. Rice runs.
.05 start. First 15,000 fans will receive a Nationals Charger. That's presented by United Airlines. Visit nationals.com to purchase your tickets right now. Do you have my Charger? I left it in the booth in San Francisco.
Yeah, and as I told you today, you split that 4-game series. 2 games you took your Charger back to the hotel. 2 games you left it in the booth. So try to make it 3 out of 3 this time, would you?
Sometimes when I'm frustrated, I have a bad memory.
Yeah. Well, I'm not picking up your Garmin bag and everything else you take on a road trip.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Here's your Charger. I even wound it up for you.
Thank you.
Funny the things promos make you remember.
Yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike. Gonzalez. Fastball up. Yeah, make him beat you to the offside or on something up around the bill of his cap. Mercedes tracks it.
Well, if he wants to swing at that, keep throwing it up there. But you see where the sequence is, everything away. But we know he's got popped that way too.
Moves him back and the count's full.
And I honestly think that's not a bad game plan to make Carlos Gonzalez a little bit uncomfortable against you. He's very comfy up there. He's just digging in, leg kicking and letting it rip. There's no fear involved. The fastball in, not to hit him by any means, but just to make him aware it is a good pitch.
And Zimmerman gets him with a slider at the knees. Cargo obviously looking for the express, and he couldn't react to the off-speed pitch.
But it was set up by the pitch before. We can look at the slider on the replay all we want. It was a great slider for strike 3, but he buzzed the tower the pitch before. Look where pitch number 5 is on pitch track. That set up pitch number 6. So now he can't lean out over comfortably to drive the ball the other way. He's not dumb. He knows he hit pull side home run his first time up. What are you going to do to me second time? You're going to make me beat you the other way. But if I buzz the tower, now he can't lean out over and be aggressive with that slider. So it wasn't the strikeout pitch, it was the pitch before.
Here's Arenado. He doubled inside the third base bag first time up. Came around to score when he and Desmond dropped a 2-out ground ball. But the Nats have battled back. Colorado went up 4-2 on the Jose Reyes homer. The Nats have tied things up here.
This guy's going to win an MVP someday, mark my words.
Yeah, the defense and the hitting.
Just everything. He can play.
1-1 pitch, and there it goes, heading for the corner, and it hooks its way foul in there. Nolan Arenado is only 24 years old. 18 homers, 61 RBIs last year, but he was hurt a lot. He was on the DL for over 6 weeks with a fractured finger left hand. Hit 10 homers, 52 RBIs in his debut 2 years ago. He was the first Colorado rookie and the second rookie ever to win a Gold Glove. Second rookie third baseman ever. 10th rookie overall. Then he grabbed another one last year when he only played 111 games. That's how respected he is. Kind of an interesting list too of guys who won Gold Gloves their first 2 years. The great Frank Malzone, a Boston second baseman. Johnny Bench, Charles Johnson, who played here for a while, and Ichiro. On a pitch up, a tapper off to the left. So Arenado's next home run will be number 30.
We wish him luck on Friday. Thing is, he's hit 18 home runs on the road this year and 11 at home. So that's where you start getting the respect of the league. In years past with the Larry Walkers and whomever played here, their numbers were so skewed. Todd Helton, Ellis Burks, Andres Galarraga, their home numbers way better than their road. His are the opposite.
Oh, what a great pitch. Jordan Zimmerman had him lunging, and he came nowhere near that breaking ball. 2 Ks in a row and 3 in the game.
Oh, it seems like he's found his slider here in the third inning. Pretty good slider to Carlos Gonzalez for strike 3, and a better one to Nolan Arenado for strike 3.
Got Ben Paulson on a ground ball to short first time.
I was told Charlie Blackmon was sick today.
Yeah.
And then I watched him take batting practice, and he was hitting him into the upper deck, and I said, Okay.
Well, they said he's been sick yesterday and today. He is available to hit if they need a left-handed bat. Well, that guy's in the league leaders in a lot of different categories too. That is tardy. No balls, 2 strikes on 93 upstairs.
Well, the one thing too, as a visiting player and even as a home player here, you think you can hit everything in this ballpark, and you'll have the tendency to expand your zone. When you talk to teams that come in here, guys, you know, they're very aggressive because they're anxious to do damage. I talked to Bill Guyvette, who used to be in the front office here for the Rockies, and he said they would have great plate discipline on the road, and then the younger players would get back to Coors Field and get that it's Christmas Day kind of feeling and try to swing at everything.
Understandable. And a high pop fly below us. I remember when Don Baylor was managing here. They fell behind early. Say it was 5-2. He'd pinch hit for his pitcher in the 4th inning. Just piece it together with a bullpen just to get another guy with a bat. And that should end the inning. It's a strike call. Jordan Zimmermann. Now there's a shutdown inning. He strikes out 3, 4, and 5.
Serves up real-time highlights and pitch tracking info on your AutoMarket Fantasy Players live or on demand on over 400 devices. Get MLB.tv today. Sorry, I'm not.
Whoever has Yunel Escobar today is in good shape.
Yep.
Ramos, Zimmerman, Worth.
Crushing.
8-9-1.
Go. 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 Drink it all. Go. Crush that. Yes. Can we get another one, Mom? I'm not done.
Where's the cotton candy?
Wow. And now here comes the pizza, and she wants it. Love it.
Oh, first time my youngest daughter came to this ballpark with her mom. In the middle of the 2nd inning, she said, "Where's the playground?"
Oh,
and off they went. Because this was the first ballpark that had a playground.
This piece has no chance. None. If she eats that pizza like she drank the drink, that thing is toast.
Two balls, 1 strike. David Hale, long 3 innings, 58 pitches, 33 strikes. Jordan Zimmerman's 3 innings, 57 and 40 strikes. 2-1 pitch. Up and in. Ramos fouls it off to the right.
Pizza looked good.
David Hale, career 8 and 9. 17th career start, 57th appearance overall. So for the Braves, who drafted him originally, mostly out of the bullpen last year, 39 relief appearances. Two-two pitch. Target in. And maybe close to being a strike, but not where Hundley was set up. 3-2. Nissan will have a look.
You might have called this one.
Yep. And Ramos out to right, but Cargo is coming in, and Carlos Gonzalez has it for the first out. Next 5, good news is 3 of them are at home. So tomorrow night here in Colorado, it'll be Steven Strasburg and Jorge De La Rosa. And then on Thursday, Max Scherzer and Johan Blonde. The Nats will be home to play the Brewers Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. Come and join us on the homestand. We have missed you. Can't wait to get back into the white uniforms and taking the field.
16 of 19 at Nats Park coming up.
Yeah, on that homestand, 3 with the Padres and then 3 more with the Marlins. The Nats will go to St. Louis for 3 days and play the Braves 4, the Mets 3. What is it? The day on the golf course is that Saturday they call moving day in the big tournaments. That will be moving time for the Nats. Hopefully do well here in Colorado and then make a move. 1-1 and Zimmerman fouls it. Strike 2.
You're just hoping, if you're a Nats fan, Matt Williams, everybody in that third base dugout, this team can catch fire, because they can reel off 10 in a row, and they did it around this time last year. They lost 6 games in a row from April 22nd to 27th. They went on to win 18 of 22 after they lost those 6 games in a row in April. So Matt Williams hoping the same thing happens right here, right now.
And that was the game in Atlanta that turned that all around. And a chopper by Jordan Zimmerman. He's a good base runner. Arenado will throw him out. 2 down, Worth coming up, and so is Dan.
Bob, when Jason Worth came back from his wrist injury in 2012, Davey Johnson put him in the leadoff spot for 38 games, and Worth hit to a .309 batting average during that time. On-base percentage was pretty high, too, and saw almost 4.5 pitches per plate appearance, significantly higher than the other main leadoff guys the Nationals used that year. I asked Jason earlier today how he feels about leading off. He said, hopefully it can get me going, it can get us going. He said, it doesn't matter to me where I hit, I just need to hit, and feels he can hit anywhere in the lineup. He was hitting 7th the last couple days, now he's hitting leadoff.
A couple of fly balls to right field tonight.
I'm just waiting to the 100 at bat mark. He's right around 70 right now. And I just think when you get to 100, that's when you start slowing the game down and getting back to doing what you could do.
Yeah, he's had 63 official at bats. If you count the walks, right around 70. Ryan Zimmerman is at the 69 at bat mark. And Worth will look at a slider, good looking pitch. Hale didn't get the call. 2 balls, 1 strike, and that turns the count around.
It's always the biggest pitch of every at bat, the 1-1 pitch.
That will even things up.
There were times when I would take the 1-1 pitch automatically and just gamble the fact that it might be a ball and get to a 2-1 count.
Worth hits it extremely hard to right field. Got the sweet spot on that one. It's about as hard as he hit that ball to right field in San Francisco the other day. That was a base hit after the Desmond homer Saturday night. And the Nats get Escobar on deck. Espinoza to the plate here in the 4th inning.
All right, it's official. The return of Larry leadoff. 2-out single to right. Nice swing by Jason Worth. Now, because you're a leadoff hitter, you have to steal second and third in 2 pitches. Go. Right?
We'll see about that.
Saying, hey.
Espinoza, great swing last time. His double to left center, 1 out, 3rd inning, really got the Nats going. Harper walked. Escobar and Desmond base hits. That's how this game got tied at 4. They're in the 8th at Baltimore now. Still Mets 3, Orioles 1. Jacob deGrom starting that game tonight. And the breaking ball down and in.
That sounds like Tyler Clippard time. See, if he's hitting 7th, he doesn't get a throw over right there. But leading off, you get the throw over.
Espinoza gets his hands inside 1 as he got severely jammed, and Paulson just unable to get there. Ball not in the air that long. And so it's strike 1.
Pretty good hustle by Paulson. And then maybe that little jab step where he had to look at it a couple times before he actually went backwards for it was the difference in the ball just out of his reach or making that play. Some kind of jab toward the plate. Look at it for a second, then break. Give Danny Espinoza some new life.
Espinoza hooks one into the corner. That is a fair ball. Bounces around on that high wall down there. Worth will be able to score. Danny Espinoza 2 for 3. The Nats are back on top.
Little 2-out lightning. Single by Jason Worth, double by Danny Espinoza, his 2nd of the night. And Danny Espinoza telling Matt Williams, play me. Every time he gets in the lineup, he does something to say, play me more. And tonight he's doing it again. Bat died a hero. You heard the sound. And it just hits the outside of the foul line for a 2-out double and the go-ahead run for the Nationals. 19th double of the year for Espinoza.
Well, Danny continues to hit the ball well. A couple of home runs in San Francisco. A couple of immediate doubles here. And now Bryce Harper gets his 3rd chance of the night, or does he? We'll see how they pitch him.
He just adds life to the lineup. He adds energy to it, let alone the obvious stuff, like the big hits. It just seems like when he's in there, he's getting dirty. He's making plays. There's energy, and he comes to play hard every single night. You got to love what you're seeing from Espinoza this year.
Two and 0 to Harper.
Ball, what? 12?
Yeah.
10.
Bryce has 96 strikeouts. That's only because Madison Bumgarner rang him up 3 times on Sunday. His walk total is at 86. That one right on the edge. Coors Field in Denver, top of the 4th inning. Slugfest here tonight. Enjoying watching some Nats offense right now. 5 runs on 7 hits. Worth ignites a 2-out rally here in the 4th. 2-1 to Bryce Harper. Severe top spin on that one. Goes foul. 2-2.
Even though he knows they're trying to pitch around him, he's always ready for a mistake, and that's not easy to do. You can become so passive as a hitter when all you're seeing is ball, ball, ball. They're not pitching to me, but he's staying with it. He's focused. You know, who knows how this at-bat turns out. But he's ready to pounce on a mistake always. And that's not easy, trust me.
Wow, 83 pitches, 2 outs, 4th inning. 27 in the first. He had a really short 2nd inning with 6 pitches, but then 25 last inning in that Nats rally. Harper takes one right on the inside edge. Price doesn't say a word. That's it for the 4th inning. Danny Espinosa delivers. Nats have the lead.
Two in the top of the 3rd to make it a 4-4 ball game, and it's almost like Jordan Zimmer said, okay, you gave me a second chance, a do-over, so to speak, and he strikes out Carlos Gonzalez, Nolan Arenado, and Ben Paulson in the bottom of the 3rd and kind of turned the momentum of this ball game in favor of the Nats. They scored a run in the top of the 4th. Now it's 5-4 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning.
And some little raindrops here.
Is that rain or bugs?
Yes.
Of course.
Bottom of the 4th inning. And it's starting to come down a little bit.
I think those are water bugs. Right?
You could go for an hour-and-a-half walk in Colorado on an off day and see about 4 different climates. We saw that here yesterday.
You go for an hour-and-a-half.
Cloudy and cool, cloudy and windy, drizzle, driving rainstorm, and then a sunny sauna about 30 minutes later.
Or hot springs in the bullpen.
Isn't that great? Nick Hundley, bottom of the 4th. Zimmerman challenges him with an 0-2 fastball. How to play right side. Or you can play golf and see all those things.
That's an hour-and-a-half walk on the front side.
Out to center for Michael A. Taylor. So much room out there. It's unbelievable from our vantage point to look out and see the 33 acres this field covers.
$37 donation by DC area Toyota dealers to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season. Toyota, K's for kids.
Jordan has 4. Hale has 4. And Kyle Parker, the left fielder who was Jordan's first strikeout victim, steps in here in the 4th.
A pretty good sink on that 93 from Zimmerman. Usually the four-seam fastball is what you think of when you think of Jordan, but that one had some good run under the bat.
Tried to get him to bite on the fastball upstairs, and now it's 3-1.
It's a little fast, and he's talking to himself, probably thinking the same thing. Just slow down, slow the delivery down.
Jordan passed 150 innings when he finished the second tonight. That's way outside. So a 3-1 pitch gives the Rockies their first base runner since Jose Reyes rounded the bases 2 innings ago. First walk of the night. Number 8 hitter, the center fielder Brandon Barnes. Parker has not attempted a stolen base as a big leaguer. With the runner on the move, a ground ball to short will keep them out of a double play. So they put the runner in motion. That'll at least get the pitcher to the plate here in the 4th inning.
National season plan holders can renew their plans for the 2016 season right now. Go to nationals.com/renew for all season plan and renewal details. More waterfalls, please. Some natty dudes chilling. Literally. It's cold.
Here's Hale. Hit a comebacker first time. This one to Danny Espinosa. Jordan Zimmerman has done what the Nats hoped he would. Got the lead, taken a hold on this game. University of Maryland, University College. It wasn't in August, but it was in May, and we saw the worst weather here in Colorado for about 4 days in a row. Ryan Zimmerman on May 13th just slugged his way through it. The Nats, it was rained out, by the way, in the 8th inning finally, 14-6. Ryan 3 for 5, 2 homers, a career high 6 RBIs. Christian Guzman had a 3-run double, pinch hitting that day, and that was one of the craziest weeks on the road we've ever had. Ryan Zimmerman right in the middle of it 5 years ago. So here we are, top of the 5th inning. Big night for Escobar. 5 total bases, homer, single, 3 RBIs.
He had the Robert De Niro face going on, coming around third with the rain hitting him in the face. Did you see that? I'll go back to the first inning. Yunel Escobar with a great at bat after a Bryce Harper walk. It hit the bench. And then second time up, Danny Espinosa doubled. Another walk by Bryce Harper. Yunel Escobar going up the middle for a base hit. So 3 RBI and counting for the Nats third baseman.
And that one stabbed by LeMahieu, and he gets in. That's a great play by DJ LeMahieu to keep Escobar from going 3 for 3.
Well, that's a Gold Glove, folks. DJ LeMahieu, the reigning Gold Glove second baseman, just showed you why. Diving up the middle, quick to his feet, and got rid of it with something on it. What a play. Tell you what, was there a better infield when it was Arenado, Tulowitzki, and LeMahieu?
Probably not. Guy at third base or first base just had to catch throws. And Desmond. LeMahieu was cheating up the middle, and a lot of teams play Ian up that way. So he went to his left, and Ian Desmond's 2 for 3.
Well, Ian Desmond with a swinging bunt last time up, scored Bryce Harper, and this time I think bat died a hero. It was off the end. It had a funny sound. So the second hit of the night for Ian Desmond. See if he thinks about stealing second base sometime here.
Well, they play Ryan Zimmerman with LeMahieu way up the middle. More than most teams do. Zimmerman a double in 2 trips. The Nationals have 8 hits with 1 out in the 5th inning. The hitter's a remedy called Coors Field.
Or a guy with a 6 ERA helps sometimes too.
Yes, sir.
No matter where you're.
It's not a good combination, is it, for the other guys? The Nationals, by the way, lately with Taylor and Desmond have stolen 14 consecutive bases. 47 on the year and 64 attempts.
If he gets thrown out, it's your fault.
Okay.
I'm blaming it on you right now.
Stay in, stay. He does.
No, go and make it. Then you say the stat. 15
Inside 2-0. Ian has swiped 10 now. He had one of the 3 hits and the only steal in the San Francisco game on Sunday. 2-0 pitch. Zimmerman takes low, and on his secondary lead, Desmond sees it and goes to second. Good job of staying off the bag, and off he went.
Well, he read the ball in the dirt, and he broke so quick. Sometimes scorekeepers will give you a stolen base on this. He broke as soon as that ball hit the dirt. And Hundley with the emergency. Watch him take off. I mean, looking for it. That's what I talk about all the time. If you're not going to steal, it's a good tip for younger players. Watch the down angle, the flight of the ball out of the pitcher's hand. If you see the catcher go to his knees and you're thinking the ball is going to be low, by the time it hits his chest protector, he picks it up, you're going to be safe. There's an art to that. And I think it should be done more at the major league level. There's free 90 feet out there everywhere if you're looking for balls in the dirt and you're standing on first.
Yeah, they're going to call that a wild pitch. But a great secondary lead by Ian Desmond gets the Nats. That 90 feet. 3-1 to Zimmerman. And this time he didn't bite on that pitch. That's the one that struck him out last time. So the Nats, with Taylor coming up, have something going again here in the 5th inning. They haven't gone 1-2-3 tonight. Steve Foster, Rockies pitching coach. That was Hale's 3rd walk. Bullpen getting busy. Right-hander Gonzalez Herman.
That's from our pine tree camera out there in the bullpen.
We hide cameras in the trees here.
They don't even know we're watching them right now. They don't.
We have the ability to alert them if any wildlife is approaching. So here's Taylor. Fly ball to right, swinging strikeout. Ballpark where you need to just keep adding on.
Michael Taylor really buries his head at contact. That's when he's such a better hitter. At times you watch the head kind of fly with the front side and it's looking almost at the third baseman in the middle of the swing. But when he really focuses on keeping his eyes right to the point of contact, he's a much more effective hitter. And how do you do that as a hitter? You track every pitch that goes by you. You watch the ball into the catcher's glove when you're not swinging.
On a pitch up. And Desmond was running off second base on that pitch, and the foul ball is missed by Ben Paulson. There's another course field thing. Outfielders playing so deep, sometimes they can't help the infielders on those. Walt Weiss knows it.
And that ball in the air a long time, and you know, I didn't really see Carlos Gonzalez flying with his hair on fire for this. I think he thought it was Paulson's ball all the way. I think if he continues to run right here at the end, he makes the play, but he didn't. That's a difficult play for a first baseman over his shoulder, and I think Walt Weiss might be thinking exactly what I'm talking about, that his right fielder's got to make that play.
Count stays 0-2. So Ian Desmond was trying to swipe third base there with one out. He's running again. They were both running. Taylor, a high fly ball right field. Gonzalez to the scoreboard. Pulls it in. Desmond gets back to second to tag while they tried to double Zimmerman off first. So it's runners at the corners, 2 outs.
Pretty good swing by Taylor, just missed it. And Ryan Zimmerman went all the way to second base and had to play reverse baseball. Taylor trying to get on top of that roll in the top hand. And then a double steal, you like the aggressiveness. But the reason Zimmerman had to hang out so long at second, and he's thinking, I'm going to score. If the ball is off the wall, he had to hustle back and slide into first base.
Well, let's see how they approach the number 8 hitter here. Jordan Zimmerman on deck, 2 on, 2 out. Ramos did line out to Carlos Gonzalez last time, and they'll give him the free pass and load him up. Ooh. Now, with time was called, is there some uncertainty between the dugout and the catcher here?
I think they're going to pitch to him.
They changed their minds. Good thing they called time. They came close to a balk here. There's time.
Yeah, the time was just granted by home plate umpire Gary Cederstrom before the stoppage of the pitch. And okay. I don't know why they were going to walk Ryan Zimmerman to scoring position. So maybe Walt Weiss had a brain cramp and thought that Zimmerman was on second and there was an open base. Because Jordan Zimmerman can hit. Close to a balk and a run.
Ramos pulls it, and he's in the hole 0-2.
Decent numbers.
Wilson Ramos, though, career batting average into the season 269. He's 30+ points below that right now. But he's been productive when he gets hits. That one's smothered by Nick Huntley with the runner at third.
They're all going to get hot at once, and it's going to be the greatest thing ever. Watch. It's going to be 5 months of torture and 1 month of bliss rolling right into the playoffs. Calling it right now. Maybe 2 months of bliss. How about that? September and October. Okay. And I'm not just saying that. I think it. I believe it. These guys are too good to be doing what they're doing. They're going to figure it out. And it's going to be fun.
At 100 pitches here, 2 outs, 5th inning. Not unusual for this ballpark. But he's hurt himself with 3 walks. 2 of them have scored. There's another on base. And Ramos will take it. Ball gets away. And here comes Desmond. What a great read by Ian. The throw went flashing by him. And the Nats lead 6-4. That ball didn't get that far away.
No, but he was looking for it. Just like he was anticipating the ball in the dirt on first base. Nothing to do. I'm chilling at third. I'm looking for a ball in the dirt and a way to advance. There was no hesitation. More importantly, no fear by Ian Desmond. A lot of times guys will start, stop. They don't want to get thrown out. They don't want to make it out at home. But the best base runners are fearless. They're not afraid to make mistakes. And we've seen Bryce Harper tonight be great on the bases. And we've seen Ian Desmond tonight be great on the bases.
Bottom of your screen, Ryan Zimmerman to second there. 2-2 pitch to Ramos. He doesn't bite on the slider. And after looking like they were going to walk Ramos and then changing their minds, the Rockies give the Nats a wild pitch and a gift run. And a base hit would be another. Ramos looking for that 50th RBI.
So many things, Cart, besides the obvious. You're not hitting well. You're not pitching well. You know, you're losing games. How do you turn that around? It's just by playing the game right. And tonight you've seen it. Bryce Harper going first to third on a slowly hit ball up the middle. Scoring on a wild pitch when Hundley vacated home. Ian Desmond looking for a ball in the dirt. Getting to second base. Getting to third base and looking for a ball in the dirt and scoring. Those are the kind of things that winning teams do. They're looking for any kind of edge, any kind of way to advance and score runs.
Ramos stays alive.
Excuse me. We haven't seen that in the last, I don't know, month, to be honest. And you're seeing it here tonight. If they keep playing aggressive like this and intelligent like this, that's how you win baseball games. It's not about beating somebody's brains in with home runs. It's about doing little things consistently every single night.
Yeah, looking at Ramos. He got robbed of the hit to start this inning. Taylor almost hit one to the scoreboard. So the Nats have been all over the Rockies here.
I think back to Chicago when I talked to Joe Madden, and he said, we don't try to win baseball games, FP. We try to do things right on a nightly basis and play the game the right way. And we look up and we've won the game, but that's not the goal. If you go out on a nightly basis and try to win, now you're pressing, you're gripping the bat too hard, you're trying to throw strikes, and you're leaving the ball all over the plate, and it's a snowball effect. But if you play the game the right way, the process, you do the little things, you look up and you've won more games than you've lost. So it's not about trying to win a game tonight, because if you do that, you got no chance. It's about playing the game the right way, and you've seen it here so far for the most part tonight, especially on the bases.
Quite a battle for Wilson Ramos here. And he's going to shoot one up the middle, but that's where LeMahieu is. Bad throw. I mean, he goosed that thing over to Paulson, who had to dig it out. Nats get a gift, and it's 6-4 Washington. Eastern League Pitcher of the Week for Lucas Giolito. Potomac, single A, Harrisburg, double A. Keeps getting it done. Hey, forget about the record. Just look at the strikeouts, the ERA, piling up the innings. That's our minor league report with Lucas Giolito from PNC Bank for the Achiever in You. Honor roll indeed.
Yeah, against the Bowie Bay Sox, he retired the last 17 batters he faced. He struck out the side in the second and the third, and he matched a career high with 11 strikeouts. Or Bowie.
Top of the order, bottom of the fifth, Jose Reyes.
I like David Bowie based on his personally.
Things aren't going well in Maryland right now. And a ball lined by Reyes to left. He's 3 for 3. He's going to round the bag. He's going, and he is out. According to Lance Barksdale, he went sliding around the bag, ended up way away from the bag, and a big chance to take when you're down by 2 runs.
Or according to Lance Barksdale, or the fact that he slid almost into third base when he was going to second.
Took a while for that call, huh?
I don't know if Espinoza got him initially, but he tried to catch Jason Worth napping. So Worth going over the ball, he gets there quick, and then he hears 2-2-2. Good throw to Espinoza. I think he got him the first time. They just wanted to make sure. Watch Worth. Well, that'll get your heart rate going, folks. When you're thinking, okay, it's just a single. And then you're hearing everybody screaming around you. It's like a fire drill. You just pick up the ball and chunk it. Good tag by Espinoza.
That may be the farthest I've ever seen a runner overslide a bag.
Is it a double, do you think?
Wow.
And
Yeah, if he made it the first time, they would probably. I don't know. That's interesting. Because I do know when a base stealer beats the throw to the bag and then comes off the bag, that's not a stolen base.
Right.
And a chopper now by DJ LeMahieu. All the important things for Jordan Zimmerman right now, getting outs. 7 of 8 going into that at bat. And he gets a nice assist from Jason Worth. Well, Reyes knows it's a big outfield. Guys have a long way to go here to chase down singles. Bryce has designs on first base, but he throws it to the backstop. Wilson Ramos was off to another angle, and now the Nats will give 90 feet on Bryce Harper's 5th error of the year. He had designs on throwing out LeMahieu.
Well, you and I saw it developing, but Wilson Ramos for some reason didn't, and he stayed at home plate. And it's all you have to do is cruise up the line a little bit if you're a catcher right here, and Ramos just stays at the plate. You're seeing Harper charge it hard, and then he throws a nasty cutter to Ryan Zimmerman, and Ramos just stayed at home. You have to back up first there if you're Wilson Ramos. We saw it developing. He has to see that developing, and he has to be there. It's that simple.
Nats have made 3 errors tonight. Runner at second, 1 out. First base open. Carlos Gonzalez, the hitter.
I mean, it's different if there's base runners and you have to stay home, but it kind of gets back to what you were talking about with David Hale earlier. When Bryce Harper came home on the blocked ball.
Yeah.
Or the swinging bunt, excuse me.
And Gonzalez on a pitch up, big rip. I mentioned things weren't going well in Maryland. It's the bottom of the 9th. Mets have picked up 2 runs. They lead the Orioles 5-1. Gonzalez is homered and struck out looking. Jordan got him on a low slider last time. Showed him the breaking ball way outside. 1-2.
Remember last time he threw him up and in with 2 strikes, made him feel the fastball, then he went backdoor slider for strike 3. It's a good opportunity to 1-2 count with first base open to show him something, and maybe it's still a little fear there, so you can go away with the next pitch.
Got him. Took something off. That was 80 diving. And Jordan Zimmermann, big strikeout, his fifth of the night now.
Or just go right to the well with the curveball. Watch this. Off a table, but you can see the swing by Gonzalez. The front side spent, the hip spent. He was looking fastball in again, and the off speed worked well twice for Jordan Zimmermann. So rounds 2 and 3 go to Jordan after Gonzalez homered his first time up.
That was a beauty on the Nissan pitch track. Nolan Arenado now with 2 outs.
I'll tell you what, that third inning when he struck out Gonzalez, Arenado, and Paulson, he really found his slider. Early in the game, he was searching for the off speed. The fastball was a little bit up and out over the plate. And then has really been able to slow things down and get on top of his off speed. And it's been sharp. Yeah, pretty good slider right here. And it looked like it might have caught the bottom of the zone. Didn't get the call.
Six-4 game. Bottom of the 5th. And that one to the gap in right center will make it 6-5. Michael A. Taylor picks it up out there. Arenado pulls up at second. 2 doubles tonight. 29 on the year. 62 extra base hits. And that's his 87th RBI.
Well, obviously knows how to drive in runs. There's no doubt about that. And it looked like he got a fastball away and just stayed through it. What a beautiful swing by Nolan Arenado to make it a 1-run game.
Ben Paulson now with the tying run at second base, and Jordan looks him back. Long look, couple of looks actually. Fastball, it's high in the strike zone. And now 0-2 to Paulson, who has hit a ground ball to short and struck out looking. Six, 8-3 Nats. 5-7-0 Rockies. And that hit him. 92 heading for the left elbow, upper arm of Ben Paulson. So that's the 4th base runner of the inning. 3 on hits and now a hit batter.
Obviously, the last thing Jordan Zimmermann wanted to do is hit Paulson in an 0-2 count. He was way ahead trying to back him off the plate, maybe to use the other side in a 1-2 count. Just hung out there a little long. Boy, this is a typical Coors Field game, isn't it?
5th inning already.
I said 11.26 runs per game. There's 11 for you already.
.88 right in there to Nick Hundley.
I'll tell you what, he didn't throw many changeups. That was a changeup right there. He's thrown less than 1% changeups this year, and he just started off Nick Hundley with an 88-mile-an-hour change. Another one. Coors Field to make you use pitches you don't normally use.
That's a nasty breaking ball in the dirt, and the inning is over. Kind of an odd frame. Rockies pick up one. The Nats hold on to a lead.
How about a Mercedes-Benz game summary? You've been waiting for it all game. Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, Mercedes-Benz of Alexandria. We're going to show you the Nats running the bases. When you're struggling as a ball club, nothing can fire you up more than aggressive base running. The Nats have been doing a nice job today. Danny Espinosa, who always runs the bases hard, scored on a single. Then watch Bryce Harper as soon as Nick Hundley vacates home. Good read on the swinging bunt by Ian Desmond. And then Jason Worth on a two-out double by Danny Espinosa. Hustling around third. Larry leadoff scored a run tonight, so check that box. And then this one right here, Ian Desmond, who read a ball in the dirt and got to second. And then read another ball in the dirt that didn't get far away from Nick Hundley to score a run. So liking what you're seeing on the bases from the Nats here tonight.
Rockies have a series of changes, including Carlos Gonzalez being taken out of the game. The new pitcher, the former Cub, Gonzalez Herman. And FP brings you up to date on his repertoire. And we tell you it's his 17th game. He made one start for Chicago.
As soon as I get it, I'll give it to you.
Zimmerman pulls it. Got good wood on that ball. Arenado airing it out. How about that overhand bullet for the first out, 6th inning?
I want the StatCast on the speed of this.
Wow.
I mean, this is Ken Caminiti stuff right here. He had the best arm I ever saw at third base, but watch him stand up and just absolutely drop a cannon on Jordan Zimmerman. Show me this again, please. Watch this. If you got it, use it. And he's got it, and he just used it. Wow.
Charlie Blackmon is into the game, feeling better now. And then Brandon Barnes moved from center to right to replace Carlos Gonzalez. And according to the scoreboard here, those changes are made straight up, indicating that Herman might be in for 1 inning, then they would hit for him. And that's a breaking ball for a strike to Jason Worth.
When Ken Caminiti was a Houston Astro before he went to the Padres, in the Astrodome, we used to root for him to make backhand plays so that we could watch him stand up and throw, just like Nolan Arenado did right there.
2 outs. Herman strikes out Worth. Jason 1 for 4 tonight. Coming up, Danny Espinosa. I'll let you peruse the box score. Escobar, 2-run homer after the Harper walk, first inning. RBIs from Escobar and Desmond, singles in a 2-run third. And then another RBI by Espinosa. Danny, another double in the 4th. Wild pitch scored to Ian Desmond, 5th inning.
Gotta have more Fountain.
That ball to the left of Arenado. And the Nats go very quickly. Gonzalez Herman comes into the game and sets down 3 men in a row. Friday, Nats Brewers 7:05. First 15,000 fans 21 and up will receive a Nationals cap presented by Miller Lite. Call 202-675-NATS, nationals.com to purchase your tickets. Nationals cap Friday against Milwaukee. Thank you, Drew. Bottom of the order. Parker, Barnes, and then Gonzalez Herman scheduled to bat.
You know, his last start against the Dodgers, Jordan Zimmermann had everything going. The fastball command, the slider, the curveball. And I like what he's doing here tonight. He's fighting. You know, not the greatest fastball command he's ever had. His team's got him some runs. He's made some big pitches when he's had to, but doesn't have his ace stuff. So what do you do? I mean, tonight's, you know, what you're finding out about the guy versus the stuff. And I think we already know that Jordan Zimmermann will fight you, but you're seeing it here firsthand. Not the best place to pitch, and he doesn't have his best stuff, but he's fighting.
That ball is rocked into left, and this game is tied. Kyle Parker's second big league home run, and that was some kind of explosion.
Well, it was 4-4 the fourth, and now it's 6-6 in the sixth. And that curveball just stayed up a little bit longer than he would have liked. And a no-doubter from Kyle Parker to tie this game up. And you can see the frustration.
Rockies' third homer of the night. Gonzalez, Reyes, and now Parker. Brendan Barnes 0 for 2. Fly ball to center, ground ball to short. Orioles, by the way, have scored 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth. Still trailed the Mets 5-3, but they had the bases loaded. And this one hit to Ian Desmond. First out, 6th inning. And the newest Rocky outfielder, Matt McBride, will be the pinch hitter. And then Justin Miller will take over in the top of the 7th against Harper, Escobar, and Desmond. Matt McBride, 30 years of age, been around for a while. Drafted by the Indians back in '06. And the Rockies got him 4 years ago in a trade at the deadline for Ubaldo Jimenez. 211 career big league hitter.
They got a lot of Mick right-handers on their bench tonight.
Michael McHenry, the catcher, joins him. Comes off the bench and hits the ball well to right field. That ball had some reverse spin on Bryce Harper there. And when you look at the last 2 innings, Jordan Zimmermann's given up 5 hits and hit a batter.
Well, I'll tell you what, we talked to pitchers. The arrow gets you here, and Jordan Zimmermann might be fatigued. I mean, he's had to get out of some jams. It's not like it's been on cruise control all night. He's been redlining to get out of a jam last inning, first and second, 2 outs. And then he had a runner on second base in the 4th inning with 2 outs, had to get a few. So it could be as simple as he's gassed right now. Remember last year, Doug Fister hitting the wall here. He was cruising along.
Yeah.
And I talked to him after the game. He said, it just got me. All of a sudden, boom, I was done.
So here's the Rockies box score. Homered by Gonzalez, a 2-run shot, his 28th. Jose Reyes a solo, his 5th. And in this inning, Kyle Parker leading off his 2nd major league home run. Felipe Rivero lined up in the Nats bullpen. And Reyes will serve one out into center for Michael A. Taylor. 2 outs. DJ LeMahieu now to give Zimmermann a chance to pitch at least 6 innings for the 20th time this year in 25 starts.
Not happy? No hustle.
3 for 3 coming into that at bat.
And apparently the humidor here is out of order tonight. It's broke.
Would you try to stop down for a cigar or what?
It's broke.
And Ramos trying it on McBride down there at first base. 690 Rockies, 683 Nats. Mets held on to beat the Orioles 5-3. They break their 3-game losing streak. And right now they're 5 up on the Nats. And a tapper to the right side. Danny Espinosa. Jordan Zimmerman battles through 6. Giving up 6 runs on 9 hits. Harper, Escobar, Desmond coming up. This is the equivalent of second intermission. 3 innings to go. Due up for the Nats, it'll be Bryce Harper. They've walked him twice. He struck out looking once. Escobar has a big night, 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. Ian Desmond, 2 for 3, an RBI, a run, and some great base running. So here we are, all even after 6. New pitcher, right-hander Justin Miller.
Yeah, fastball average is 94 for Miller. He's got a slider to go with it at 87. And once again, gut check time for the Nationals. It's a game you got to have.
Jordan Zimmerman, by the way, at an even 100 pitches. 71 strikes after 6. Miller to Harper. And Bryce got a breaking ball up and away to the other side. Facing each other for the first time.
I mean, especially you're getting to the point of the season where you're looking at the out-of-town scoreboard if you're a player, and you see that the Mets won tonight. And a tie ball game here at Coors Field, like we talked about earlier, you're going to find a lot about the character of this ball club here tonight.
Mets will follow the Nats into Coors Field later this week. Harper, high in the air, short left field. Reyes and Parker. Jose Reyes grabs it.
Show us what your attitude looks like, DC. Tag your tweets using, I don't write it, hashtag ballpark style for your chance to win an autographed Nats prize pack and a $25 gift card from Hair Cuttery, home of the Smile Back Guarantee. No small print, just big smiles. Follow at Massa Nationals for more information.
Show us what your attitude looks like. Casey Jansen joins Felipe Rivera. I don't know if anything happened with Carlos Gonzalez taken out of the ball game. He would have been leading off the bottom of the 7th. As it is, another very good left-handed bat will lead off in Charlie Blackmon. Big night for Escobar. It's a fastball away as he looks at Justin Miller for the first time. No swing. He did a good job of selling ball 3.
Well, he's a good seller. I'm buying it. No. That was more of a than a no.
Yeah, not that close.
All right.
Four-pitch walk to Escobar, who walks for only the 27th time this year. And Desmond will be facing Miller. He'll have to go off the stretch and face a hot hitter. Ian 2 for 3 tonight. Infield hit, 42nd RBI. Base hit, good base running, and a run scored on a wild pitch.
Should be told that Cargo has right knee inflammation.
Rockies just gave out that information during the game. And that's outside to Ian Desmond.
Maybe that's why he wasn't going full tilt on that foul ball down the right field line.
Yeah, you're right. Good call.
And I don't think the Nats would hate if he misses a few games in the series.
And be back strong for the Mets.
Yes. Get well.
That's FP. I'm BC. DK in the ballpark somewhere. Ready to pounce on any stories that might develop in this one. 6-6 Nats Rockies, top of the 7th, 1 on, 1 out. Two and 0. Desmond also facing Justin Miller for the first time. Ryan Zimmerman on deck.
Tell you what, when you got a couple of knocks, you're nice and relaxed up there, not thinking about a whole lot.
He's been murder on 2-0 counts. And that's a high fly ball, kind of over in that same spot where Paulson had to go before, and he misses that one. It got his glove, and we'll see if they give him an error. Walt Weiss needs a drink.
I mean, well, the first one was not an easy play by any means. He went a long way for that. He was looking for help from his right fielder, so you got to give him some on the first one. This one, I think he just lost track of where he was. He went alligator arms here at the end, thinking that wall was a little bit closer than it actually was. And we always show guys peeking, and I always make a point to show you how they take their eye off the ball. Right there, Paulson didn't peek to see where the fence was, and it cost him at the end. See if Ian Desmond could take advantage.
And they have given him an error. 2-1 pitch to Ian Desmond, trying to make it hurt. That's a good pitch. Under Desmond's hands, but he got the corner with it. Mercedes-Benz will track it.
Good pitch if you're the pitcher.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody can hit that pitch without breaking their bat.
That's it. Gary Cederstrom a little slow on the call, and Ian Desmond walks away on a called third strike.
I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Ian Desmond just asked Nick Hundley if he thought it was a strike. He didn't ask Gary Cederstrom. He turned right down to Hundley and he said, "Did you think that was a strike?" I don't know if we got a shot of it, but watch Ian Desmond right here. He's not looking at the umpire. He looks down at Nick Hundley before he leaves. He's looking at Hundley.
Interesting. Well, the guy who just walked a batter got a call or two there. Here's Zimmerman.
All of a sudden, the inside half to right-handers just got a little bit bigger.
It has opened up, hasn't it? Another one of the Rockies' 7 right-handers, Scott Oberg throwing. They have an 8-man bullpen, just like the Nats do at this time. You have to have one here. And a slider is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
What if Dick Hundley said, no, Ian, that ball's in? I don't strike.
Wouldn't help his relationship with the guy behind him if he said that.
Right.
Ooh, baby, 94 center cut. My reaction right there with yours.
Yeah.
We thought Ryan might hit that ball into the National Park.
So frustrating as a hitter when you sit on a pitch, you get it, and you foul it back. That was a good swing by Zimmerman. And whenever you see a pitch fouled straight back, it's telling the pitcher he is right on. I doubt he gets a fastball here too. We'll see.
He got a slider. 3-2 now, and a head start for Escobar at first. And that's so important here because if you got a guy running on a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs and you find a gap here, he will score. Some ballparks with shorter dimensions here and there, not always a certainty, but here it is. Zimmerman, and that didn't miss by much. Quite a take by Ryan. 2 walks, a double. He's on for the 3rd time. So 2 free passes in the inning.
Well, this is a pitch that was called a strike on Ian Desmond, and it was inside, obviously. And the line moving here with 2 outs. Michael Taylor has a chance. Just missed a home run his last time up to right. Sent Cargo to the wall.
So Michael A, 2 fly balls to right around a strikeout. Like Ramos, sitting on 49 RBIs. And the fastball away, ball 1.
But even how Michael Taylor took that pitch with his front side kind of coming out of there, he's telling Miller that he's looking for the ball in. And tonight he's seen fastballs away mostly.
Rips one to left field. It's through. Here comes Escobar. The Nationals lead 7-6 as Michael A. Taylor, who's been a clutch rookie all year, delivers RBI number 50. And the walks come back to haunt Colorado.
Michael A. plus. And he was trying to pull. You could tell he was enough for trying to go into right field. Give me something close that I can pull. Good try by Reyes, but Michael Taylor's been as clutch as any Nat hitter all season long. A big 2-out knock here in the 7th to give the Nats a lead again. And how about some more base running? We got a lot of cold baths in the ice tub tonight after this game.
Hey, don't forget, Escobar walked after Ben Paulson failed to make that play on the foul ball.
Why is he frustrated?
He's the guy who scored.
He's banging his helmet on the bench. I hope he didn't hurt something.
Number 8 hitter Wilson Ramos now. And the breaking ball on the outside edge.
You know, you walk and score a run and you're banging your helmet on the bench. It tells me that something's not feeling right.
.94, it's low. 1-1. Ramos on a heater upstairs. Upper deck.
No, I didn't see anything while he was running. Maybe we could look at it again when he slides. Could have broke open a scab. That could be all that's about. At this time of year when you're on base a lot, you have scabs everywhere. And it doesn't feel good when you break them open. He's got bruises, scabs, you name it.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Worst part's getting in the shower.
And a tapper in front of the plate by Ramos. Hundley will throw him out. Nats pick up a go-ahead run thanks to an error, 2 walks, and a clutch rookie RBI from Michael A. Taylor, bringing in Escobar. State Capitol not too far from here. Downtown Denver. At the stretch, the Hyundai 7th inning stretch. The seesaw is back, leaning toward Washington. 7-6.
Done in a major way, yep. This one is a home run. We in the major leagues, I guess the job done in a major way, yep. This one is a home run. It's my time to shine, been waiting all night. They just strong, doing just right. Just through the cracks, couldn't be a trouble now. I'm doing what I do, it's how I play it, got paid.
Try and look for if he broke open a scab sliding into home. Took him a while to get out to third base. No blood showing, but he is definitely hurting. And you can understand why. He's played hard all season long. Felipe Rivera, there's the arsenal. Fastball 94-96. Pretty good breaking balls. A slider in the lower 80s. 26 appearance. ERA at 3.10. He's got some work to do. Not the lefty he thought he was going to face, though.
Yeah, Charlie Blackmon. And he takes one in there. Blackmon having a good year. He's in the top 8 in runs, and in hits, third in steals. Guy does a lot of things for the Rockies, plays a solid center field. And Rivera misses upstairs, 1-2. Blackman, Arenado, Paulson, bottom 7. He took a hook and hooked it himself.
Check out the Peanuts at the Fitz. They're almost done with their season, making a playoff push. Last home games of 2015. Highlights include Fan Appreciation Week, September 1st through the 7th. Fireworks, $1 Monday tickets, September 7th. For all your ticket and promotional information, visit PotomacNationals.com. Got to have more waterfalls. I can't get enough of that.
Blackman on a fastball, fights it off, hits it to center. Michael A. Taylor there to grab it for an important first out. Bottom of the 7th with the big RBI guy, Nolan Arenado, coming up, who drove in his 87th last time up. And Williams coming out. Casey Janssen was warming up with Rivero. So Felipe takes care of the lefty-lefty business there. Casey Janssen on his way in against a good RBI guy. Authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. A lot of things happening. Bottom of the 7th, Matt Williams in a hitter's ballpark, going situational here. Casey Janssen against Arenado, who, by the way, is 0 for 2 against him. Getting ahead.
Now there's the fastball. It's averaging 88 this year. Slider, cutter, curveball change to go with it. 32nd appearance, ERA at 3.33. Righty's hitting .254 against Janssen.
Line drive, and he and Desmond couldn't quite get it. Arenado 3 for 4.
I'll tell you what, I don't know how he's hitting 280. Yeah. Every time you see the guy, he's getting a base hit. 1 stolen base in 3 attempts, so he's not going anywhere, you'd think.
Ben Paulson facing Casey Janssen for the first time. And he took a big swing at 88.
Might be the beefiest beard in baseball. I'm trying to think of a better one right now off the top of my head.
Casey took a little bit off, pulled the string on 83 there.
He's in swing mode with 2 strikes. If you're Jansen, you can really expand the zone right here on Polson. A lot of hitters will do that. They just start swinging to protect, and they're in defensive mode. And obviously, he'll take the ground ball, but the strikeout definitely in play if he can really expand here with 2 strikes. Fastball away, no. Curveball, no. Changeup, no. Slider, no. And now they're going to talk about it.
Yeah, he tried to get him to bite well outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Paulson 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. Jordan Zimmermann finished with 6 runs, 5 earned on 9 hits in 6 innings. Walked a batter, struck out 6, and a high fly ball to right center. Bryce Harper tracking it.
I mean, the humidor is broke. That was a broken bat to about what, the 365 mark, 360 mark in right center.
So with the Mets winning tonight, they go 9 over. The Nats are 5 back. Nothing like seeing standings in the fountain. Just love it.
I love the fountain.
Feel like we're in a camp out and we're checking out
the fountain.
The NL East.
I can't get enough of the fountain and the falls, and I mean, it's just gorgeous.
You've made your point.
I know.
Here's Hundley 0 for 3.
I think there's some trouts out there too.
And he'll pop it up to right field. Bryce Harper under it. So situational work by the bullpen gets the game at least into the 8th inning with the Nats on top by a run. Pittsburgh throwing the ball well lately. He's 6-6, about to make his 16th start, and 1-1 Since his return for the DL, Nats get another look at Jorge De La Rosa at a no decision August 7th at Washington. 6 innings, 3 runs. He's 7-5. 8 p.m. Johnny and Ray, Nats Extra. FP and I will join you from Coors Field at 8:30. First pitch, right around 8:40 Eastern Time. Tommy Kahnle, saw a bunch of him in these series in D.C. And he'll be facing Clint Robinson, Jason Worth, and Danny Espinosa, 8th inning.
Well, if you remember, he likes his changeup a lot.
And he throws hard.
His fastball average is 96, but it was changeup, changeup, changeup. He throws it, it says here, 42% of the time. And he reminded me a lot of Rod Beck, the late Rod Beck, with his hair flowing, a lot of changeups. And Clint Robinson going to try to square one of those up right here, right now.
Clint 1 for 2 against him with a base hit and a strikeout in that series. This season, Robinson, who's had just a great 30-year-old rookie season. 5 for 25 as a pinch hitter with 2 RBIs. He's done everything this ball club has asked him to do. He's played out of position. He's hit, and he's hit, and he's hit. There's that changeup, 89. Nasty.
And I think the reason he throws it so much is he commands it better than his fastball. Yeah, he throws a 96, but he throws more strikes with the change. At least the times we've seen him.
Goes upstairs. Robinson couldn't stop. Yeah, same pitch, not biting that time. Bullpen set up, and Drew Stern will get a chance to actually pitch in the 8th inning when the Nats have a lead.
I recognize that changeup early. And did Kahnle feel something right there? Kind of a weird finish.
Three-two pitch. Robinson works the walk. Talked in L.A. and San Francisco about his on-base percentage. It's right up over 355 now as he gets aboard there.
A nice job of laying off the high fastball. Time for your T-Mobile fan photo. Tweet your strongest fan photo to #NatsCouchCam, and it's a good-looking crew right there. We'll get you on TV. It's brought to you by T-Mobile. Thanks, Anetta Lamb, or Anita. Lamb, yeah, Lamb. That's it. Got it. Can't remember myself that last name.
Worth 1 for 4, base hit and a run.
Jason Worth's been pretty aggressive tonight. He swung at the first pitch a few times. Telling himself to keep that backside tall through the swing and on top of it.
Got the Nats the lead back in the 4th with a 2-out hard single to right. Driven home on Danny Espinosa's double into the right field corner.
However it works, I like the move by Matt Williams, putting Jason Worth in the leadoff spot. Like I said a few days ago, just give yourself a different look, a different feel, a different energy. You know, change the feng shui of the lineup a little bit. Get guys thinking differently. I like it.
That's a high strike. Change the what?
The feng shui. You know, when you move the furniture around, it kind of gives you a different feel. Come on, get your zen on. Let's go, Cart.
I'm going to go back to the hotel room and put my suitcase on that little stand in a different part of the room.
Yeah, your feng shui.
Unless the Nats win tonight.
Your feng shui is bad.
Worth will hook one. Left field corner. Parker has a long way to go. Robinson approaching third. He'll stop there. And Jason Worth has a 2-for-5 night. And this is with nobody out. Second and third, eighth inning.
Well, 2 hits. He's Sir Lawrence of leadoff. It's been a long time since we've been able to say that. What, 3 years? He did a nice job of staying through the changeup. Extendo swing, little extension. And a double for Jason Worth. Clint Robinson chugging to third base. Nats in business here in the eighth, trying to add on. On base twice. He scored a run.
Pitching coach Steve Foster coming out.
You know, you move the furniture around a little bit, you get a different look at your house. You keep it in the same spot all the time, it gets stale, it gets old. And Matt Williams moved the furniture around today.
I like it.
It's working so far.
Keep the nightlight on, nobody gets hurt. Left-hander is Christian Friedrich, and the right-hander Scott Oberg. Friedrich, their only lefty. And evidently they wanted to switch sides so their arms wouldn't fly into each other. It's the way they usually do it. I don't know what they were doing on the other sides.
Yeah, they tighten up out there. Your feng shui's off.
He decided to rearrange people.
Yep.
Danny Espinosa 2 for 4, 2 doubles. An RBI, a run, infield in. And he will pull one foul. He's now hit safely in 8 of the last 11 games in which he has started.
A little strategy right here. You're up by 1. Clint Robinson on third, infield halfway. I don't know if Matt Williams goes contact play right here with nobody out. Just based on who's standing in the on-deck circle. And Clint Robinson's lead I'm checking out, it's not the greatest, so I think they're making this ball be through the infield.
That ball's through the infield. It's out to center. Out there is Charlie Blackmon. He'll launch a throw. No chance. Robinson scores. Plus the high throw gives Worth third base. And the Nats lead 8-6.
Good baseball. Danny Espinosa having a nice night. A couple of doubles. His second RBI, sac fly. Clint Robinson doing a nice job of going first to third on Jason Worth's double. And Charlie Blackmon with an errant throw allows Jason Worth to get to third with 1 out. That ball was launched by the Rockies center fielder.
Yep. And I can almost hear the drum beat from back home. More Danny, more Danny. Our fans are liking what they're seeing, and so are we from Danny Espinosa right now. Clint Robinson was behind in the count, worked that leadoff walk. So 3 good at bats put together there, and here's Bryce Harper. They're going to walk him with 2 bases open. Take their chances with Escobar. So this will be Harper walked for the 3rd time tonight and the 87th time this year. And Canely just fired a 90-mile-an-hour intentional ball 1.
Well, you know, right here is just Bryce wanted a 1 for 3 to show for the night, but it's a good move by Walt Weiss. He wants to trade 2 outs for 1. I don't think they're going to play for a double play. Oh, yeah, they're going to.
Harper, by the way, 0 for 3 against Canely in that series in D.C.
And they're also protecting the RBI lead here for Nolan Arenado. No, that's the right move. He wants the right on right. He thinks there's a double play in the on-deck circle. Yudel Escobar going to try to get something he can lift.
Escobar 2 for 3, 2-run homer, RBI single, walk, and a run scored. 0 for 1 against Canely with a base on balls. Rockies have done something you cannot do in this ballpark. They have given the Nationals 7 walks to them.
Or the Nationals have earned 7 walks.
Probably a lot of both. Nasty.
Yeah,
87.
I just think that's the only pitch he really has confidence in to throw over the strike zone for a strike. Hasn't really harnessed that fastball on a consistent basis, at least in the 3 times we've seen him. He didn't know where that thing's going.
Originally drafted by the Yankees. He's from the state of New York. Rockies got him in the Rule 5 draft 2 years ago.
Going right back to the changeup right here, count it.
Throws it away. Here comes another run. Worth scoring. Harper to second. And it's 9-6. Washington.
Yeah, nothing Nick Hundley can do right here. He just yanked the changeup. I mean, that would have hit a left-hander. Jason Worth waiting for it, seeing it. So the second run of the night scored by Jason Worth, leadoff hitter. 2 hits, 2 runs. That's a nice night for the Nats left fielder.
Yeah, Harper to second. Every time you look up, the Nats have runners in scoring position. They've gone 1-2-3 once tonight. 2-1 to Escobar. Another off-speed pitch, ball 3. Walked another batter. 8 walks by the Rockies tonight. A hit batter. 2 wild pitches. It's been a little crazy here tonight, and the Nats are making them pay.
Boy, managing this ballpark 81 games is enough to drive you nuts, isn't it?
Walt Weiss about to make a double switch.
I can't imagine. And you talk about the Rockies and how they win eventually. I have no idea. I think they got a slug. I think that's the only way you win here.
Yep. Well, you wonder what free agent pitcher would ever want to pitch here. The answer is none anymore.
Those cars are speeding, Bob.
They are going very fast on Interstate 25.
They're going too fast.
On the west end of downtown Denver. Gorgeous skyline here.
Slow down.
Coors Field over to the left in that Lodo area, lower downtown. Daniel Descalso is in to play first base. And on the double switch, the new pitcher is right-hander Scott Oberg.
A pretty good fastball, 95 miles an hour. Slider 84, curveball 78, occasional change at 88. 43rd appearance. A lot of walks in there, 18 of them. Got to make him throw strikes. 280 average against.
Ian Desmond takes one low and in. Facing Oberg for the first time. Intentionally walked Bryce Harper, top of your screen, then Escobar behind him. Tommy Kahnle, 1/3 of an inning, a hit, 3 walks, 1 intentional, and a sac fly.
I think we got a balk.
Now we have a balk, and the runners go to second and third. That's about the only category that hadn't been checked by the Colorado pitching staff tonight. Now it has.
Well, let's see. Yep.
Now base hit could give the Nats a 5-run lead. Desmond swinging to drive one somewhere.
Ian looking for his 3rd hit of the night.
He's driven in his 42nd run.
Meanwhile, in the forest.
Chopper over the mound. That's a run. Desmond out at first, but he moves 2 runners, and the Nats now lead 10-6.
Well, 2nd RBI of the night, and both times Ian Desmond driving in Bryce Harper with choppers. The first time it was right in front of home plate. Nick Hundley came out. Bryce Harper scored. This time he gets it over Oberg, which isn't easy getting one over Oberg. And then Harper scores to make it 10-6.
Ian Desmond, 2 RBIs on the night. Ryan Zimmerman next. He's been on 3 times.
Offense is cool, and I haven't said that in a while.
Good take by Zimmerman. Slider low and away. First inning double. Walks in the 5th and the 7th. 0 for 2 against this right-hander.
Well, that's a pretty good sinker. 96. That thing's moving all over. Tough to get that one in the air.
Two-one pitch. Ryan lays off that sinking fastball. And the count will go full. Ryan out ahead, 3-2.
They're dudes with helmets on the chairs here. They need gloves. They're just sitting in their chairs and they're trying to barehand balls. Somebody should run them down some pickers.
Agreed.
They got 2 on each foul line and they don't have glove. He needs a glove. He's got a helmet.
Told you, ground balls carry well here.
The line of the night, by the way.
3-2 pitch, and Zimmerman fouls one off to the right.
I mean, if you're going to be on the field, I mean, it's protection. You need a glove. Unless they just put their helmet in front of the ball and do that. You need a glove. Yeah, over there in the background needs a glove.
Ryan gets another slider and fouls another one off. Big gap in left center. That's where he hit his double back in the second.
I mean, the girls at Nats Park, they have gloves. The Dodger Stadium, the kids down the lines, they have gloves. AT&T, the ball dudes, they have gloves.
I think you should send an anonymous email to the Rockies front office.
These guys are gloveless. They have no glove. They need a little glove in their life.
Do the ball dudes in San Fran have gloves?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Everybody. I mean, the Pod Squad girls in San Diego have gloves. These guys need gloves.
Zimmerman rocks one up the middle. Escobar will score. Nats go up 11-6. And for Ryan Zimmerman, second hit of the night. RBI number 46. And he's on base for the fourth time.
So up by 5. Drew Storen's still in this game?
Why not?
Absolutely. Nice night for the offense. 11 runs and counting. Good at bat by Ryan Zimmerman. 3-2 count. Scores Yunel Escobar, who looks beat, by the way. His body language. 11 runs, 11 hits. Offense is cool. And he had the big hit last inning. Michael Taylor did to put the Nats up in a tie ball game.
Not to be overlooked, that RBI, huh?
Right. Good at bat his first time up, moving a leadoff double by Ryan Zimmerman. Hit a ball hard his third time up to right.
Seems like a long time ago, but it was last inning. Michael A. 0 for 3, but with his 50th RBI.
Well, I said earlier, you find out a lot about this ball club tonight. When it was a 4-4 game, you looked up, the Mets were beating the Orioles. It's getting to be that time when you, as a player, do peek at the scoreboard. And were you going to go 5.5 back or keep it at 4.5 once you saw the Mets win? They dug down deep, and now they're up by 5. 3 outs away from a W. Or 6 outs. Losing track.
That's a front door slider on the inside edge for a strike. Taylor, by the way, 18 RBIs in his last 25 games. With that big one tonight. He'll serve one up the middle for another base hit.
Line is moving. That was a nice piece of hitting. Kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball. Watch this. Just touch it. Really didn't even finish his swing. Perfectly placed. Second hit of the night for Taylor in consecutive at bats. So he turns an 0 for 3 into a 2 for 5. That's got to feel good.
Wilson Ramos, the 9th Nat to bat in this inning. An inning that started with a pinch hitter walking, and he could bat again. Ramos 0 for 4. Running fastball back to the outside edge for a strike.
You lead off an inning as a pinch hitter in Coors Field, you get 3 at bats.
Ramos to second. DJ LeMahieu has it. 9 Nationals bat, 4 Nats score, and it's kind of crazy going into the bottom of the 8th in a good way. 11-6 Washington.
to magic fountains of offense.
I like it. So the next 12 games, the Nats have the Rockies, and then of course the Brewers and the Padres come in on the homestand. So 12 games, teams under 500. 33 of the final 45 fall under that category. The Mets and St. Louis, winning ball clubs among those. And you look at it, and right now 3 out of every 5 games remain at home the rest of the way.
Well, you look at it as one day at a time if you're a baseball player and win today's game. But as soon as the Nats win a game and the Mets lose, and you get this thing to 3.5 or 2.5, now everybody that's saying the sky is falling gets excited and says we got a pennant race. And don't forget the Mets were behind the Nats 4.5 games, and they made up that lead in about 4 days. So this thing far from over.
A Natalie attired family here at the ballpark in Denver. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and Drew Storn, not exactly a hold'em situation, but in this ballpark it is.
Yep.
I mean, we got no hold and no save at stake here, but just a chance to kind of have the bullpen set up and do the thing it was designed to do with Storn in the 8th inning.
A 5-run lead here is a save at Coors Field, trust me. And Matt Williams not taking any chances because he can't. In his mind, it's a 3-run lead, and that's the way you have to manage in this ballpark. Drew Storn trying to get his mechanics back.
But just to be pitching in a game when you're ahead. Lately, he's been having to mop things up. And we know Drew, I mean, you've talked about this for years. He's an adrenaline junkie. He loves situations where the game's on the line.
And, there'll be those situations in the 8th inning. I think he's just getting used to a whole new routine of how he gets loose for the 8th inning. It's totally different than as a closer for the 9th.
And this one will drop in right field in front of Bryce Harper. And a base hit for Kyle Parker, who's had a good night, a walk, a homer, and now a base hit. That'll bring in Brandon Barnes. Barnes' first appearance against Drew Storn. And after the double switch, Daniel Descalso is in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, that arm's just dragging a little bit. And he's been missing up with the fastball the last 3 or 4 outings. And he's a thinker, too. He's always tinkering with his delivery, thinking a lot out there. He'll figure it out.
Yep. Good release on a 94 fastball in there.
But when you have the 9th, I mean, what's the difference between the 8th and the 9th? Okay, I'm the closer. I have the 9th inning. But sometimes the starters going into the 8th, are you coming in the middle of the inning? Is Matt Williams going to play matchup in the 8th with lefties? Am I starting the 8th inning? So, as a closer, hey, the 9th is mine. I have my routine set. I know this is when I get loose. This is when I stretch. This is how many pitches I throw, and I start the inning fresh. But in the 8th inning, he doesn't always know if he's going in for sure, if Matt Williams is going to throw Thornton in there for left-on-left matchup. So the whole routine, I guess I should say, has been altered, and that's going to take a second for him to figure out. And he's a routine guy.
High drive, deep left center. Worth watching it. And he's got it about 5 feet to the right of the 390 mark. Brandon Barnes coming close to his second home run.
What a play by Jason Worth. He went a long way for that ball, and you're thinking that's going to get over his head. That's extra bases. Uh-oh, here we go. And a slider that didn't slide. Watch how far Jason Worth goes for this, and watch the over-the-shoulder catch as he's going toward the fence and reaches out the last second. Was there a lot of white showing? There was. A little snow cone. Went from the top of his glove into the pocket of his glove. And obviously Drew Storn digging that catch by Jason Worth. Have a night, Jason Worth.
Amazing how far outfielders have to go here. Daniel Descalso, he's up there ripping. 1 for 4 career against Drew Storen. He's been the Rockies' most effective pinch hitter this year with 6 hits, a homer, 3 RBIs. He's already in the game, having played first base for an inning. He's a tough out from that left side of the plate. That's a great breaking ball.
Oh, Jason Worth had a nice night out there and left, didn't he? Threw out Jose Reyes trying to stretch a single. Made that play right there. That had at least 2 written all over it. Couple hits, couple runs.
Pretty big slider and the killer slider for the strikeout. 2 outs from Drew Storen.
Oh, tough guy to strike out too, and he went to the slider. Good pitch, buried it. They made the adjustment from the one that was just hit to left field and gets the strikeout of Descalso.
Top of the order, Jose Reyes. Good night with the bat, singles. Around a home run in the 2nd inning. And Drew goes with the 94 heater right on the inside edge. That was the changeup. And Jose Reyes will be getting a new bat. Well, all important first game of the series. The Nationals have their pitching lined up well for Colorado. Steven Strasburg tomorrow night. And then Max Scherzer looking for a big time comeback on Thursday. And that is right over the bag into the right field corner. Bryce Harper will dig it out, make a spin move and throw. They're going to hold the runner. And that was an outstanding job of getting to that ball for Bryce Harper.
Yeah, he did get down there quick, and you're wondering if Stu Cole is going to send the runner. Reyes just reaches out and drops the barrel on that one. And Bryce Harper, who hasn't played, I don't know if he's played any games in right field here at Coors Field, makes a beautiful play. Good throw to the cutoff man and keeps it an 11-6 game when you're thinking maybe it was going to be 11-7 with the runner on third. Nice play.
That's Jose Reyes. 5th base hit and 8 career at-bats against Drew Storen. And things getting a little tense here in the 8th inning for Drew. LeMahieu, the hitter. Did he go? Looks like he didn't. Ball 1 outside. DJ LeMahieu, 2 for 5 career with a couple of RBIs against Drew Storen.
just uncharacteristic of Drew to fall behind in the count. It seemed like all season long as a closer was strike one, strike two. Everybody he faced was in a 2-strike count right out of the gate.
Gets the call on the outside edge, 2-1. And this ball, right field line, foul ground. Bryce Harper is there, and the inning's over.
Nicely
so
done.
Drew has to battle. Bottom line, he got a 0 on the board. 1 inning to go, the Nets. 5-5.
Game does a nice job of shortening his swing, knocking one through the hole, and scoring Yunel Escobar to put the Nats ahead. And they would not look back as it's 11-6 heading to the top of the 9th inning. Jason Worth, a nice night. Danny Espinosa doing what he's done all year, contributed. Yunel Escobar at the party started with a 2-run homer in the first.
The baseball clock says it's tomorrow in D.C. Good morning to you. Thanks for being up with us. And in the top of the 9th, as Scott Oberg stays in the pitch, Tyler Moore will be the Nats pinch hitter.
You saw 10-01. I saw a slider.
.85 under his bat. Tyler Moore this year, 4 pinch hits, a homer, 3 RBIs. Got a pitch up and it jammed him, and a fly ball for Barnes in right field. Jason Worth and Danny Espinosa, at least those two will get their 6th plate appearances of this game. And maybe Bryce Harper. So Worth 2 for 5, single in the 4th, run scored on the Espinosa double, double in the 8th, went to 3rd on a wild, scored on a wild pitch after a sac fly. And with the Nats way ahead, it's not Jonathan Papelbon. It'll be Tanner Roark for the 9th inning.
Eighth time this season the Nats have scored 10 runs or more in a game. They won the last 7.
And I like their chances here tonight. You know, it's kind of baffling about the offense. We've seen flashes of this during the season. This ball club is still 4th in the National League out of 15 teams in runs. But they do seem to come in bunches, and a big bunch tonight. That's over but low to Worth. Counts even, or rather count now 2-1. Oh, just another night in Denver for Ryan Zimmerman, on base 4 times. Another RBI. And Worth will be on base. Oh, really? 4th time.
Yeah, they
Third
checked.
time.
They checked the swing. Didn't go. I can't remember what you call him when he gets on 3 times. That was 3 years ago.
We had a name for that?
Yeah, we had Sir Lawrence of leadoff and all kinds of different nicknames for him when he got on base twice, 3 times. I don't know.
Walt Weiss trying to keep this a 5-run game. Danny Espinosa coming in.
Got to get his right-handed helmet.
We'll have a pitching change. Oberg will pitch 1 inning, give up a couple of hits and a walk, and Danny Espinosa will try to continue a good night in a moment. Downtown Denver, 16th Street. Only buses and pedestrians allowed.
I almost walked in front of one of those today. I had my headphones on. I forgot that there's buses there. You forget sometimes.
That's why there's curbs and streets.
Yeah. Seriously,
and people.
Almost got smoked.
Well, the Nats have kind of quieted down Denver tonight. This will be the Rockies' 6th pitcher, left-hander Christian Friedrich, 27 years of age. First rounder way back in 08.
Fastball, slider, curveball change. Change only 0.1% of the time.
Danny Espinosa against him, 1 for 3 career with a base on balls, and that's up and away.
Two for 4, couple RBI, couple doubles, sac fly in the 8th. Having a nice night.
And a mile-high pop-up that'll go out of play to the left side. You know, not to be forgotten in all this, the fact that Jordan Zimmerman was able to stick around long enough, pitch 6 innings, and he's in line for the win.
He did. He gutted it out tonight. He battled.
And that would make him 6-0 in 10 career starts against Colorado.
I mean, go figure. Your last start, you give up 1 run on 2 hits and you get the loss. And then tonight, they give up 5.
5 earned. Espinosa to the other side. And Danny has a 3-hit night.
Average up to 252 for Danny Espinosa after his third hit. Nice job of adjusting on the fly, extending his swing and serving one to right.
Well, what a nice road trip Danny's having. Couple of hits, 2 home runs in San Francisco. Danny only got 1 at bat in the Dodgers series.
Are you listening to the Let's Go Nats chant in the background?
Here's a lefty-lefty matchup with Bryce Harper. Bryce 1 for 6 against the left-hander.
I mean, I feel like they're the only fans left, but hey, getting into it here at Coors Field. I see red people everywhere, especially on the third base side. Yeah, they're digging what they're seeing. So are they. She's kind of tired, getting ready on.
So on the off speed, 2-0. 0 for 2 night for Bryce, but he's been on base 3 times, 87 walks. He has scored 3 runs, 82 runs now.
A chance for an RBI here, or 2 or 3.
You know, there's a game in Pittsburgh and they're still playing. 8-8, 15th inning, Diamondbacks Pirates. (2-1) close, and Bryce takes it. Ball 3.
Boy, he's looking for something with any kind of plate. You know, A, you want to knock the show for the night, and B, you want an RBI. So you think he's going to be aggressive here. Well, he didn't have a chance.
Did not have a chance, and Bryce Harper walks for the 4th time.
How many walks is that for the Rockies now? What do you got?
Well, that's 2 more this inning. The Rockies have given the Nationals 11 walks tonight, a balk, and 2 wild pitches.
11?
11. Let's make it 10. 10. But who's counting?
I mean, either way, it's not good.
Yunel Escobar facing Friedrich for the first time. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 9th. And that's low and inside. Escobar's been on 4 times. His last 2 times walks. Earlier, 2-run homer. First inning. RBI single in the 3rd. Escobar rips one to left. Worth is home. Espinosa stops at 3rd, and the Nationals lead 12-6. For Yunel Escobar, a 4 RBI night.
Third hit of the night for Yunel Escobar, and that does deserve a standing ovation. I see you working. He walked twice, so his 5th time on base, 4 RBI, and it scores Jason Worth, the Nats' new leadoff hitter, for the 3rd time. All right, this is what I'm talking about. It just had a whole new feel when you looked at the lineup card before the game today.
3rd time Yunel Escobar has a 4 RBI game this year. Ian Desmond's working on a couple.
Listen in the background.
He had 3 times. This a new season high for Escobar. That's low and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
Oh, wait. Okay, on base once, he's Larry leadoff. Twice, Lawrence leadoff. 3, Dr. Lawrence leadoff MD. And 4, Sir Lawrence of leadoff. Someone just clued me into 2012. Thanks, time machine.
And again, we thank you for staying up late with us.
Great. That's fantastic.
Contributing to the broadcast.
They're excited. The team's up 12-6, and so are we. It's way better than hitting 7th, I'll tell you that. Just from a mental standpoint, you feel like you're more a part of the game. Get them going, score some runs.
Desmond drives one to right center. That's beyond the reach of Charlie Blackmon. Has a chance to clear the bases. They will hold the third runner, Escobar. And Ian Desmond drives in two, and it's 14-6. And that's a 4 RBI night for Ian Desmond.
Well, if your ball club gets 10 walks and you have back-to-back hitters, your 4 and 5 hitters with 4 RBI, you think you got a really good chance of winning. And watch the swing by Ian Desmond. And you see the inside-out kind of fade to that line drive going away from Blackmon. And once again, offense is cool. The Nats with 14 runs on 15 hits and counting here at Coors Field.
Yeah, we showed you that game from May of 2010 when Ryan Zimmerman hit 2 home runs here, the second one in a driving rainstorm. And the score that night was 14-6.
I'll tell you what, when you faced Zach Greinke, Clayton Kershaw, Madison Bumgarner on a road trip, as a hitter, all these at-bats count. You don't give any away, and you take advantage of nights like tonight, because there's nights like you just had on this trip where I don't care how hot you weren't getting hit off these guys because they were all locked in. All 3 of those guys were absolutely locked in. Madison Bumgarner, as good as I've ever seen him Sunday against the Nats, and the other 2 were great too. So yeah, feast.
'82 on the changeup, stays up high. So Friedrich has come in and given up single walk, single double. One Colorado pitcher has not given up a run tonight. That was Gonzalez Hermen with a 1-2-3 6th inning. Zimmerman to right center. This ball coming down near the track. It'll be caught. Scoring is Escobar. And now the Nats have 15 runs on another RBI by Ryan Zimmerman.
Professional at bat right there by Ryan Zimmerman. Just getting something elevated out over the plate. Deep fly ball, scores the run. 15-6. People are going to wake up in D.C. in the morning and say, did I miss a Redskins exhibition game?
I don't know. Might be too many points. Taylor 2 for 5. He has a run batted in.
Wow, taking a shot at the Redskins.
Well,
right there.
preseason football as a whole.
Okay.
Come on.
I mean,
just let it lay.
Okay.
Just let it sit. And a chopper to Jose Reyes. The Nats are finally gone in the top of the 9th. They have put up some unbelievable numbers in this one tonight. It's a non-safe situation for Tanner Roark coming up. lot to talk about on our Nats Extra post-game show tonight. Nats have 3 runs to get. We'll show you the box score. So you have 1, 2, 3 3-hit nights, and of course a bunch of 2-hit nights, a couple of 4 RBI nights with Yunel Escobar and Ian Desmond checking in. Up and down the lineup prediction, except for Wilson Ramos. But that's all right. He's had to spend a lot of time behind the plate tonight. Tyler Moore will give Ryan Zimmerman a bit of a breather and play first base for what we are pretty sure is the last inning here at Coors Field. Tanner Roark trying to nail down a win to get the Nats back to the 500 mark at 59-59. Charlie Blackmon, the hitter. Blackmon replacing Carlos Gonzalez, who tweaked his knee earlier tonight, and he hit a fly ball to center starting off the 8th inning. He jacks a fly ball to center this time, and it is off the 415 mark. I mean, that's 15 feet farther than most ballparks in dead center, and Charlie Blackmon hit one halfway up the wall.
Humidor is definitely out of order. It's broke. We busted out the dry balls here tonight at Coors Field. I just counted the Rockies pitches. They threw 200 right on the nose tonight. 200 pitches from the Colorado Rockies. That's why it's taken me so long. I was adding it up with my fingers and toes.
And Roark inside to Nolan Arenado. He's the Rockies hitting star of the night, along with Jose Reyes, a 3-for-4 night. Reyes 4-for-5. Shall we call it Wednesday night?
Mm-hmm.
Steven Strasburg for the Nats, throwing the ball extremely well, or as Ray would say, exceptionally well since coming off the DL. And Jorge De La Rosa, he'll be looking for his 8th win. Tanner Roark with a good slide piece down and away, and that's fouled away by Arenado.
They get those guys gloves yet down the line?
They're paying attention.
Seriously, I'm going to run them out some gloves tomorrow. You need a glove. Got batting gloves, but that's not going to help you. Nope, no gloves. It just looks weird. I'm trying to think of another ball club that has ball dudes or ball girls that doesn't have gloves. Phillies have them. Mets, yep. Check. I don't know if the Marlins do, because I'm always looking at that thing in left center field.
Hard not to.
Right.
1-2 pitch and a fastball upstairs to strike out. One of the best hitters in the league.
Elevated fastball. Better high.
Catcher Michael McHenry will get a pinch hitting appearance here in the 9th inning.
The last of the McRight-handers on the bench.
It is.
McBride and McHenry on the McBench.
McHenry, 206 hitter, 2 for 17, with a run batted in as a pinch batter.
Clint Hurdle once told me about McHenry when he was a Pittsburgh Pirate, that he's the only major league hitter that can take a full swing in a telephone booth.
That compact?
Yeah, watch.
Wow. Well, he should be swinging here. And he does to Ian Desmond. Tough play. That ball was coming with some velocity. And now the Nats need one out to nail down the first game of this series and their second win on this long road trip.
By the way, are there telephone booths anymore? I don't think there is. Can't
Some
remember
red ones in England.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw a telephone booth.
Tanner Roark with a good-looking fastball to the outside edge. Nick Hundley is 0 for 4 tonight. You talk about unsung heroes. How about the Colorado catchers? The way they catch these 3 to 3.5 hour ball games on a regular basis in this ballpark. Tanner just missing. Strike away from a badly needed win, and a feel-good win for the offense. Swing and a miss, and this one is over. It took a while, didn't it? Worth every second for the Nats. Game over at 10:27 local time here, so well over 3.5 hours and a 15-6 win.
Well, ding dong, the streak is dead, and you knew it had to stop somewhere, and they made the push. They're starting to make the push here tonight. You like the way the lineup just felt before you saw what happened tonight, and even more than the obvious with the 15 runs on 15 hits was the energy and the way they ran the bases aggressive. They played hard all night. Jordan Zimmermann battled, and like you said, a badly needed win here in Colorado.
The Nats pound out 15 hits, scored 15 runs, leave 10 men on base, and Jordan Zimmermann gets his 9th win of the year. Tomorrow night, actually tonight for some of you, we'll get you going